And we are live. Okay. Welcome back to another episode of Natural 7 Adventures, where we do crazy stuff and have fun, because why not? But it might be slightly less fun this time, as we have a fallen party member. Yeah. However, we do have a Brawd Leaf back. He exists. Back after his long hiatus. This episode is aptly titled Reincarnation and the Rediscovery of Allies. First thing we're going to do is we're going to catch up with Brawd Leaf first before we jump into the sadness. So, we're going to...
I don't even remember how to play this game.
Yeah, it's been a while for you.
You need to roll dice and you have to get all of the same number.
Is this
then
like,
you yell a Yahtzee.
Is this like Pokemon and catch them all?
Okay, let's take off as many fan bases as we can. Alright, so, where we last saw Brawd Leaf, you were, do you remember entering the Underdark, or did we do that with just your character?
No, we did that.
Okay, so, you had journeyed into the Underdark to try and find your grandfather with your group of fellows.
That's a dumb place to live.
In the Underdark, you encountered creatures known as ropers. Were you present? Okay.
Like the stalactites.
He was angry.
The stalactites. And during the fight with the ropers, you lost your friend Feltith, who is your hired compatriot for the journey. From there, you continued following your friends, spent the night in Liam's tiny hut. There were some conversations about Samson accidentally killing Feltith with the fireball, hitting you with the fireball. I don't remember what conversation exactly took place because we kind of skipped over that with your part, but if you want to have a conversation about that in the future, don't forget about it.
I don't think he was in the hut, though.
No, you weren't let in the hut. He actually kept you out. Samson kept you out of the hut.
Because...
He
killed Feltith.
Well, because you might need space, and I don't want to be in the same room as you.
Yeah.
When he hit you with a fireball.
Yeah.
And you were like, I could take it. Didn't matter. You still you took it, but it hurt.
Take it.
So from there, you guys woke up, journeyed farther into the Underdark, and encountered a couple of ghost children. The ghost children promptly possessed Builder and Pal, well, 11-4 at the time, and that was a very strange deal. And then Builder was depossessed by one of the children, and Carrick was possessed by the child. The party tried to figure out how to return the children to whence they came, to help them find rest finally. They followed the possessed 11-4 and Carrick back to a small ramshackle campsite where they saw two skeletons that they burned to try to lay the spirits at rest.
Okay.
While they were working on burning the skeletons...
Skeletons?
Yes. The possessed 11-4 and Carrick were trying to launch each other into the ceiling and get back to where they belong. Wasn't working that well.
Who and who?
Carrick and Pal. It was 11-4. It was fantastic. You need to go watch that at some point.
We need plates.
Yeah, paper towels or plates.
What are you doing?
Don't be like...
Don't bring your computer cord.
Yeah, your cord is...
The table should serve as the tablecloth should serve as a hot pad just fine. Yeah, if you want to grab some paper towels or plate. Yeah, those paper towels work.
Isn't there plates there?
So, after the incident with the ghost children, the party suddenly remembered, hey, we're in the Underdark. We have these things called gatestones. They might take us to our missing friends, Cheem, Jack, and Toxin. So they all activated their gatestones, but for somehow, Brawd Leaf missed the memo. And was left.
They all did it wrong.
And he was left alone in the Underdark.
Blake.
At some point, he was contacted by Samson via a messenger.
It was my mother.
And he was super confused. Said he'd be there when he could get there. And then he was busy screaming, "Die, die, die!"
That's confusing because my mom's not in the Underdark.
You were just super confused. So, Brawd Leaf, you've been in the Underdark now by yourself for 3 or 4 days.
Okay.
And that's a dice box, not a plate.
I grabbed the wrong.
Did you grab my dice box?
No, he
grabbed-
almost
he's
put
gonna
pizza
put
in his dice box.
You can tell. I'm tired.
So
My mind works in funny
You
ways, and I hate it.
have been in the Underdark for 3 or 4 days, all by yourself, by your
Okay.
lonesome,
Yep.
and you've encountered numerous sorts of creatures, fought most of them off, and you can feel your old age is starting to wear on you more than it has in the past, and you're getting tired, but you've managed to put together a campsite of sorts. You're a little confused why none of your friends have contacted you or arrived or come to save you or where they even went. You're very lost and confused by all of this.
Why don't I use the gate stone?
Because you haven't thought of that yet, because you've
Oh.
been by yourself. And you're old and forgetful.
Well, my tongue's dry.
Your tongue's dry. You're doing that old man thing where you're constantly like... So you're at a makeshift ramshackle campsite that you've made when suddenly out of the darkness you hear a ding,
Was it ting?
and what's your AC?
16.
16. A small dart arrow bounces off your shoulder blade.
Okay.
And that's where we're going to leave you for now.
Oh.
We'll pick up with that in a little bit.
It's Narrow Leaf.
It's Narrowleaf. He's back.
He never could shoot.
And he's more pissed than ever.
Tried to
The rest of you,
Two brothers.
you guys
Hello.
have just finished fighting the kobolds. And you're mourning the loss of Pal. And where we last left you, you had fought the kobolds, Pal had been deceased, and you guys activated all of your gate stones at the same time and ended up getting transported back to Sanctuary, the city that Annabella has created in the Underdark. And now that you are there, you guys have the opportunity to discuss what you'd like to do with Pal, and his future with the party, should there be any. Jack and just Jack. Jack is too overcome with emotion to speak at all on the matter, so it is up to Annabella, Builder, Samson, and Cheem to decide how they should move forward with this tragic event.
You know, I've heard stories of people being reincarnated into other beings after being murdered.
No,
We
that's
could
just
try
a-
doing that.
That's just a thing that happens. Not a story. Well, I don't know how that's fair for a machine.
I mean, I'm pretty sure he had a machine soul in his machine heart before, it stopped.
I'm unsure. Does anyone else have any idea of what to do?
I think his gears are grinding a bit too hard, so they broke.
My understanding is, as reincarnate works just as it would on a warforged as I or Pal, as it would on anyone else. This is from my very limited knowledge of combat medicine, but I do believe it will work.
What would we need for it?
The dead warforged.
Well, that
And someone who can cast a spell, which is not me.
Jack does procure the body of Pal that he was wearing in his backpack.
God, just imagine it cannibalizing his friend for armor.
Yes, that guy is what we need. Pal. We need him, and we need someone who can cast the spell, which we currently do not have
Toxin.
with us.
Cast it.
If I am correct, we would require someone skilled in natural magic.
Toxin and Slubdemert are in the room as well.
Yes, tree huggers.
Builder,
Yes.
in the event that you were deactivated, would you wish to be reactivated, potentially in an incorrect body?
That is a very, very good question, Annabella.
I want to do a
Would you
heist
like to be
now.
trapped in a horrible meat prison that's constantly decaying?
I
You
am
know,
uncertain of the benefits of resurrecting Pal.
I am as well.
I want my old heisting buddy
Well-
back.
We could resurrect him, and if he didn't want to be resurrected, we could then kill him again.
I mean, yeah.
Pretty simple.
You're a sick.
This is a valid course of action. Please proceed.
We can always give him mercy by killing him again.
Or
The last time
we could vote on it. See what everyone else thinks. Because for me, depends on the circumstance. Hal died a very honorable death, defending his friends.
well,
I would also agree that Pal died an honorable death. Pal was performing to the best of his ability his programmed functionality.
well, the last I
New
remember.
program functionality. At that.
Correct.
Fuck it.
I vote we bring him back. I want my heisting buddy back.
Might I suggest, finally, the last time we tried to resurrect someone, being Marion Gleason, someone made it so we could say 3 things to him before we brought him back. I don't know if there's anyone skilled in the Underdark here with doing that again.
Let's speak to his corpse. Let's do this.
I was beginning the thought for a similar process. That would be a great idea if we could acquire the necessities to speak with the dead robot. Our good friend Pal.
That
He's
would
now a dead
require the
robot.
creation of a new spell, Speak with Deactivated.
To the laboratory!
Who has electricity?
Wait, did you guys try turning him off and then back on?
That's what they're working
He's
on.
already off. How are we gonna turn him back on?
I don't
According to
know.
my medical
Are they-
database, Warforged were not built with binary switches.
I mean, clearly he was. Why do you think he's off?
He obviously got turned off somehow.
Yeah, I think he just stopped.
Is there anything
My
that...
limited knowledge of the internal mechanisms of Warforged computing systems would suggest that perhaps he succumbed to a memory leak.
Yeah, he died. What do you think?
Is there
I was
any...
just pulling your leg, Annabelle. Like, there's no on button for Pal, unfortunately. It's not quite how they work. I wish it was, however.
Is there any way you could fix him for a short amount of time? Unless that's not possible?
It's a very good question. I would like to walk up to, I'm assuming Jack is still holding Pal, and I'd like to just start inspecting the body and seeing if I can fix it.
Okay. Make a. It wouldn't be medicine. You're. A what?
Arcana?
Yeah, I was thinking either Arcana or something with your Tinkerer's tools, because you understand machinery, but this is a magic machinery, so go with Arcana. In inspecting Pal and his code, from what you can gather, there is a way that you could possibly communicate with him. It would require some variation of the Speak with Dead spell, which is a spell I don't believe you know. Wait, question.
Answer.
Does Pal have a mouth?
There's a USB port. I don't think it did.
No, I don't think we said that Pal had a mouth. He had a habit of pushing things against his face to try to blend in.
This is correct. You would just rub the rock on your head rather than licking it. Or the gate stone, I should say.
So the Speak with Dead spell requires that the corpse have a mouth.
I immediately start carving Pal a mouth.
I mean,
I
good.
gotta get the angle grinder out.
I'd say we
God,
get.
I'd like to make a medicine check to cut a couple slices into his face.
I'd like to.
Is that what you guys would like to do?
Wait.
No.
I'd like to gamble with this
No.
and just bring him back.
Does anybody have like a
Got-
smiley
got
face
Pal's
sticker?
face open.
I mean, we have probably a bunch of charcoal around or something. Torches.
I think it has.
I'm
to
gonna
be
draw a
real
smiley
knife.
face with with a slightly used torch. Now there's a smiley face on his face.
Okay. Pal now
I don't know.
kind of has a mouth. Hold on, Pete sent us things. It's time to go. Was I a good boy? No, I'm told you were the best.
I want my Heisting buddy back.
It sounds like Pal.
You found like the original of that meme.
Yeah.
Hey, power off.
There's a power button on the back of Pal.
It's the red ring of death.
Oh yeah, it is.
Oh, I get it. Even though I never had one.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's no good.
Sloob Demert steps forward. And he finishes chewing his food.
Pal is offended beyond the grave that Sloob Demert is just I'm assuming got like one of those giant Subway hoagies.
Yeah. Well, he's a gnome, so it's a regular sized Subway hoagie. It just looks ginormous in his tiny hands. So he steps forward. I can cast the spell, Speak with Dead. I'm not sure if it would work in this situation, but perhaps with some assistance from the Tinkering Warforged, there might be a way to reach beyond the grave, veil, whatever these
Beyond the
Warforged have when they die.
Yeah, we aren't really sure where we go when we die. We just think we just kind of like, like a power-up screen just turns black and that's it. Pretty sure that's how it works.
Perhaps you are accessing his latent memory files.
Yeah, we're speaking him from beyond the
It's also
code.
could be true.
Beyond the code.
Is this something you would like to try?
Yes, let's dive into the Matrix.
Is there a
I-
cost?
The spell is does not take really anything, just some incense, which I have to burn. But I would need assistance to make this work.
Sure.
I would be
This
more than
unit
happy
sees no
to
reason
assist
not
you.
to proceed.
You've got more than the help that you can Yes, I will help.
So he walks over to the, for lack of a better term, corpse or shell of Pal, with its charcoal mouth, and he begins to burn incense and do some hand motions and speak words in a language you don't understand over Pal. And he reaches out his hand to Builder. And do you take his hand?
Yes.
So you take his hand, and you feel your magical energy that you work with being drawn off of. And I need you to make a Arcana check.
19.
19. And suddenly, the corpse of Pal becomes animate to some degree. And Slooper turns to you and says, "It took some figuring, but the spell has worked. You have 3 questions that you can ask. And I don't know how his answers will be, but they might be brief. So choose your questions wisely."
Do you want to be reincarnated?
In a very detailed description.
As Pal begins to speak, the chalk mouth is oddly enough doing the speaking.
That's horrifying.
It seems this Warforged encountered a fatal error. Would you like to restart in safe mode? No, just kidding.
Like what?
Literally a harmless Warforged.
This unit does not understand. This unit served its function.
Pal, assuming... Okay, quick out-of-character question.
Mhm.
I can ask him 3 questions. What are the fine print descriptions on explaining stuff to him and assuming he may or may not listen?
Oh, I was actually wrong. Until the spell ends, you can ask the corpse up to 5 questions.
Oh,
It has 10 minutes duration. The corpse only knows what it knew in life, including the languages it knew. Answers are usually brief, cryptic, or repetitive, and the corpse is under no compulsion to offer a truthful answer if you are hostile to it or recognize you as an enemy. The spell doesn't return the creature's soul to its body, only its animating spirit. Thus, the corpse can't learn new information, doesn't comprehend anything that has happened since it died, and can't speculate about future events.
shoot.
That makes
That's not helpful.
everything suck.
Pal, would you like to be given another chance in this life in another sapient body?
This unit does not wish to have failed its purpose.
Well, you heard him. Let's reincarnate him.
Didn't, pal. You didn't fail.
Sorry, I'm trying to translate things into PAL speech. He's basically saying in answer to the first question, he did what he termed as a success for his protocols. And when asked if he wants to come back as a sapient, he basically says, well, but I succeeded. Why would I want to potentially fail?
But here's where Pal's free choice comes in and says, yes, I'd love to be a sapient and see what all the hype is about. And I really wish I could explain to Pal all of the joys of being sapient, because I'm definitely a sapient.
None of us eat food. Someone who's eaten beans, especially like good Wilbur beans, need to explain to Pal.
Yes.
Have you ever had baked beans?
I really wish I could explain things to Pal, but I can't.
We'll fill your body with beans, as he requested.
Me and the boys
How?
are 3 a.m. looking for beans.
How would you wish for an opportunity to potentially succeed again?
Would you like an encore?
Good question, Annabelle. I like it. Good question.
This unit understands sapients are not governed by the clarity Warforged have. To return as a non-Warforged invites the likelihood of failure.
Come on, Pal. The aspect of
This
life
unit
is failure. This unit does as well.
He went to Toaster Heaven! You're asking him to stop being a toaster and be a real boy.
Everybody wants Pal back. We miss you, Pal.
He could go to real boy heaven.
I spent 12 hours making another character. You saw those note cards. I'm not wasting that invested time.
Yeah.
Would you like to do one last heist?
Is that in character?
Yes.
Are you counting?
That's
Yeah, this is like
that
the
the last-
this is
Is that the last question?
No, this is 4. I
This
think.
is 4.
Oh, good. I have one more.
I just have to ask 2 stupid questions.
This unit did not understand possessions
Damn.
and did not understand crime.
offended if I displayed your body for young sapiens?
Sorry, I have to just say this out of character first. Well, I guess I'm not using it, so. This unit does not see any problem with continuing to serve a function.
Attaboy, pal. I walk up and
So
is
there's
Jack still
stuff in
holding
him.
Pal? Alright, Pal's laying down at this point, correct?
Yes.
Okay. I hug Pal. I'm going to just. I love you, Pal. Just give him a big bear hug. On the ground.
Once again, Builder has to bury one of his sons. One of his
Once again.
poorly made sons.
Oh, come on now.
I mean, you can still see some of the duct tape.
And with that, the spell ends. Pal's body lies lifeless once more,
Let's kill.
as the group reached a decision on how they would like to proceed.
Well, though Sam is injured, he's gonna pull out his keg and start pouring a couple glasses of ale. And then offer one to Sloovdemert and say, want to celebrate his life with me?
I did not know him long, but I suppose that would be fun. This can be mourning the loss of a friend. It should ease the pain.
Kind of wish
May not seem like the best thing to do, but it's what I'd consider as
I'm gonna go
a way of
burn.
honoring him.
I'm gonna go burn down a pet shop in his honor.
This unit requests assistance in relocating the body to the library.
Is that really in good taste? Displaying a body?
I mean, it's quite
It will
ironic.
be much beneficial for the educational purposes of young sapiens.
It's funny because it's ironic.
Would it be better to maybe make a statue of him instead of his act? I mean, if he were a sapient, we wouldn't do that.
No. Put him in.
That's not true. All the non-rotting parts of peoples are in school all the time.
No. Put him in the library. I find it quite funny. No, I
find it funny
I
to
find
put
it
it
quite
forth.
funny knowing what we have done together.
I do like the, yes, he saved me. Wow, that's a great statue. No, that's him.
I mean, you're composed of, like, stuff that's not gonna rot, so...
Stole from the library.
There's no health and safety risk here, guys!
Dylan stole from the
OSHA
library
does not
and ended up
care.
being buried in a library.
Well, I think she's gonna get that accepted.
Yeah, stole from a library, ends up being buried in a library.
Should just reincarnate him so he can be crabby about being a sapient.
God.
He would have fallen from grace as a paladin because it would have been nothing but hedonism. Just drinking and eating food,
Sleeping.
Partying.
making out with toasters.
So, with some assistance, Annabelle, you bring the corpse to the library.
She was helping it, snickering the whole way.
And you guys set it up to be a learning tool, for lack of a better
I will
term.
make sure to label all of the parts correctly.
Does Pal still have the book that he stole?
We get a little plaque in
Uh,
front of him that you see in front of like important stuff.
Yeah, it's got, like, his serial number on it,
Do I do an
and...
investigation check? And
All the
ask
whole
me?
history of the Warforged, the plaque's like 4 feet long.
Is there ever a will for a Warforged?
so,
Keaton,
Not a free one.
Yeah.
I gave you
You may
the
insert $5
book for
to
creating
receive
animated
the
armor, right?
will or receipt from this unit.
I don't
Get it? Because they're
believe
robots,
so.
they don't have free will.
Book for creating animate armor.
It would have been, it's like a manual of golems or something. Maybe if it was on D&D Beyond.
Oh, he
Nope,
gave.
I would have put it. So I would have sauced it in my inventory if you did. I don't have it.
So I think you left that in your room, or it's on you.
Do you still have the book on you?
Me?
I didn't have it written in my inventory, so we'll say it's sitting in his room.
Okay. But you do look through his possessions, and what you find is a spear, +1 spear,
Tax form.
a shield, 17 jugs of oil. You can write this down if you want to keep it all or
Okay,
not.
let me actually write it down somewhere. This.
And then you should punch it into D&D Beyond when we're done.
Okay, can you say it again?
I don't suppose Pal happened to have like a nice, neat will written up for his 17,000 gallons of oil.
He did not.
Well, why I suggested having a W9 tax form on him.
So he has a
For
+1. Go ahead, Pat.
For some reason, it feels fitting if the oil, as well as one of the other items, goes to Annabella due to his infatuation.
A set of manacles, perhaps.
Yeah. Handcuffs and lamp oil.
Gotta stop the squeaking. So a +1 spear, 17 containers of oil, a cloak, cold weather gear, a Dungeoneer's kit, a lamp for which to use the oil, 20 sets of manacles,
Manacles or monocles?
60 feet of chain,
Wait. How do you spell manacles?
MANICLES.
M-A-N-C...
MANICLES.
M-A-I...
MANICLES.
Okay.
60 feet of chain,
Okay.
signal whistle,
Could he even use the signal whistle?
No.
20 locks, two greater healing potions, cook's utensils,
Okay.
and a drawing from Felteth, as well as 479 gold pieces.
Don't you love it when the stuff from your previous character is getting passed around by the death of the guy that it got given to?
There's still that necklace that Marion Gleason got many moons ago that turns you into a woman.
Who has that
Who
again?
has that?
I think it's still me.
I think you tried
It's either
to.
you or Carrick.
I think you tried to give it to Carrick.
I tried giving it to someone, and I think I still...
He sleight of handed it. He
I
sleight
still
of handed
have it.
Roy, the pizza's done.
Then why'd you turn it back up?
I'm gonna
You
try
can turn
and
that
swipe
volume off by
the...
unplugging it down there.
I'm gonna try and swipe 3 things.
From him?
Yeah.
You just took it all off him. You don't have to swipe it.
Okay, good.
You're the only one that searched the body for possessions, so.
Sam is going to ask if we should put the gold in the party fund.
Technically,
Or if it should go to Builder.
Cheem is the only one who's aware of the possessions, as
Oh,
nobody
well
else
then alright. I guess so.
searched.
Okay, so...
So he could be a red.
Did
I
anyone even
mean,
know
I'm
he went and
keeping at
bought,
least
like,
most... all the
7 tankers of
gold.
oil?
All of it?
He had 20
Bastard.
tanks of oil.
Oh, don't worry.
Just, like,
I'm...
snuck around with all this oil sloshing around. No one
Can I
knows
just
it.
say I know
60 feet of
exactly...
chain.
I know exactly
Is this
why
like
I'm doing this
cooking
oil in
oil or
honor
motor
of...
oil?
This is lamp
It's-
oil.
It's lamp oil, so it's kerosene.
Okay.
Hey, we ain't pistols, man.
Pal. Last point of order for this character.
I'm gonna give the hat... The 209 of the gold to the party fund.
Okay.
And I'm gonna. I don't know what to do with the rest of the stuff.
Just pocket it.
That's what I plan.
So last point of order for the Warforged. Pal, you briefly remember. No, you find yourself in a dark void of sorts. And you've kind of always wondered what happens to Warforged when they're deactivated. After your memories were unlocked, you remember a lot of your fellow units perishing in battle. And you never really understood what would happen to them or any sapient who becomes deactivated. And you remember fighting alongside your friends, choking on poison gas, which is a unique experience as you don't technically breathe. It was more seeping into your intake vents and exhaust vents and damaging you from the inside. And you suddenly see in front of you a doorway. And as you step through the door, you see a room, a large room. And lining the walls are the forms of partially constructed Warforged. On the far end of the room, there is a large furnace. And working the furnace, crafting something, is a very, very old dwarven man. He's pounding away on some sort of metal. And as you enter, he looks up at you. And he says, I see another one of my creations has returned to me. You are few, the few that remain. But welcome home. You are one of my final creations. You lasted much longer than the rest. Welcome to the Iron Temple. And that is where we will leave Pal. For who knows what adventures will continue. For the spirit of the Warforged.
Spear, was it with the +1 spear?
Yes, he has a +1 spear.
Okay.
Spear.
I'm adding it.
Okay.
Bag of holding. 17 containers.
So, Brawed Leaf. We're gonna cut to that after the emotion. What little or much there was.
While I'm adding all this stuff to my inventory.
I need you to roll initiative.
Woohoo!
This is what you get for not coming.
Which dice do I roll? Haha. 4, 5. Took you a long time to come up with that one, huh?
That's the cave you were in. You have your little fire pit right here.
Am I Japanese?
You're right there. So, coming out of the darkness, you see, for our purposes, we have one of them.
So, done.
Just a minute.
Dungeoneer.
Huh.
Dungeoneer's kit is in D&D Beyond.
Okay, it didn't show up. The only thing that probably is close to is the Dungeoneer's pack.
Yep. Pack, kit, same difference. Okay, so
That's added.
what did you roll?
5.
5. This is going to be a lot of fun. Last session, everybody rolled really horrible initiative as well.
I'm hoping that you do worse.
Okay, so that's that. That. And that. Okay, they all rolled better than you. And I didn't even use their initiative bonus. It wouldn't change the order of anything. So, striding towards you out of the darkness, coming into your firelight, is a large drow woman. Which is odd, because in your experience you've only seen one drow.
I've only ever seen 2 women.
and the drow you saw before was Carrick.
Wait, so the 2 women was your sister and your mother.
3 women.
Well, that's interesting.
Wait, and she, when he was a
Stuff
woman.
happened to it.
That's a woman?
Yes, for now. I don't have a ton of minis to work with. Fine, we'll switch it out. That's a woman now. And
She could have wrapped your shit.
she is going to stride to you and make 2 short sword attacks.
Why is she just attacking right away?
Because she's drow. And that is first one. Oops. 21.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, D&D's code got screwed up, so now it doesn't just like straight up tell me. So that's 6 points of damage. Slashing. I don't know if that makes sense to you at this
I
moment.
get an opportunity attack first.
When they make an attack, you get an
No,
opportunity
because
attack.
she came within 10 feet. Ha! I hate this game.
Good to have you back.
I don't remember how to play, just hold on.
That's all.
8.
8 points
No,
of damage, or 8
just,
to hit.
you just hold your horses here now.
You can't roll 8 to hit. You have a plus 8 and no plus 11.
I'm using my glaive. Because that's what cool people use.
What'd you roll to hit?
I don't know yet.
You rolled a d20.
I know, but then I get to add precision attack. 19.
19 hits.
My D4 hit. My D20 hit 4. Don't remember the dice. Just be patient with me. $13
Points of damage. Okay, so this drow comes out of the darkness, slashes you with her sword, and you manage to return an attack and strike her back. She takes her second attack, which is also a 21 to hit. And that is a 9 points of slashing damage. Then she's going to retreat.
I'm almost dead now.
You shouldn't be. You should be full health.
Oh.
That brings us to the next one's turn. She is going to cast darkness on you. So, now surrounding you in a 15-foot circle is darkness. You can't see anything. It's like your fire beside you isn't even there. The next one, because they also roll better than you, is going to cast Fairy Fire on you. So you need to
I've
make
heard of that
a
one.
Dex saving throw. What is their spell?
Am I blinded?
You are blinded.
Are you sure?
Yes.
That sucks. Aha! 20.
Okay, so that succeeds. The next one is going to try to cast.
Which next one?
There's
the
4 of
goblins
them.
can cast.
They're all drow.
Oh.
So another Dex saving throw.
Another one?
Yep.
Haha! 4. It's actually a natural 1, but
So even though everything is pitch black around you, now suddenly you see yourself outlined with a strange bluish light.
oh, that sucks.
The remaining 2
So now they can see me.
are going to take shots at their crossbows. That is a 20 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay, so that will be. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Aha. 9.
9.
Yeah, I don't like any of my dice.
So that's a failure. You are now poisoned.
I believe
It was. I don't. Now that I think about.
Okay.
I wrote down the thing that was felt.
And that is 7 points of piercing damage.
How did I get poisoned?
It's a crossbow with poison bolts.
Dylan, I don't think I wrote down the thing that felt it gave to Pal.
It was a drawing.
Drawing.
Yes. Okay, last one's going to take a shot at you. That is a 6 to hit, so that one misses.
Yay.
Okay, that comes to your turn.
Woohoo. Okay. I'm gonna run that way. Really far. Can I hear anybody? Can I hear where the bolts are coming from? Or deduce based on which way they're sticking out of my body?
Can you cast Fairy Fire on an object so it moves with the object, or that's just an area?
Let me double check, but I believe you
Don't
cast it on an area, and even if they leave the area, they still have it.
Don't objectify Brawed Leaf.
Each object in a 20-foot cube within range is outlined in blue, green, or violet light. Any creature in the area when the spell is cast is also outlined in light if it fails a dexterity saving throw. For the duration, objects and affected creatures shed dim light in a 10-foot radius. Yeah, so it appears to be once they're affected, the effect is until the duration ends or concentration is broken.
Okay.
Can I run towards the...
Did you make a perception check?
Well, the arrow's sticking in me. I want to run the direction that it's pointing.
Okay. I could be really mean. Okay. So, you run towards the one that shot you. As you run forward, you step into your bonfire.
Why can't I see the fire if I can see my own blueness?
Because darkness makes everything pitch black, and then Fairy Fire just outlines you.
Okay.
So you can't see. And the darkness seems to follow you.
Are you sure?
Yep. So you take 1d6 fire damage as you run through your bonfire. That's 3.
Wait.
Well, is the bonfire considered an object?
Is fire an object?
Yes? It's not alive.
You would see the pit. Okay, you can run around the pit then. So you can see the pit on the ground.
Can I have already raged?
Did you use your bonus action yet?
No.
Then use your bonus action to rage.
Okay.
So you ran forward 10 feet. You gather there might be one there in front of you, but you're not sure.
Okay. I'm going to recklessly swing at it.
So that is a straight roll because it's a disadvantage.
That's kind of what I figured. With my glaive. Okay. Who the burger math is 23.
That hits.
Okay. This is going to be a menacing attack.
You keep saying that, but I don't remember what that means.
It means they have to make a roll of some type. Wisdom saving throw, or they'll be frightened of me.
Okay.
$21 points of damage.
Okay. It fails its wisdom saving throw, but you run towards it, and you blindly swing, and you actually kill it.
Really?
You feel a thud as you swipe into it, and you hear the sound of something hitting the ground.
Woohoo. That means if I still had my bonus action, I could take another attack.
You raged, you can't.
I know, that's why I said EF.
Oh.
Can I figure out where the next one is?
Make a intelligence check.
Ha 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 ha. Aha, 7.
You have no idea.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Keen mind. Come on.
Do what?
Keen mind feat. Come on.
Somebody pick a direction.
Roll
East.
a d4. 1 is that way, 2, 3, 4.
1.
How many feet of movement speed do you have left?
How many did I
You
move?
moved 10 feet?
20.
5, 10, 15, 20.
That sucks.
Nothing there.
Okay.
And it's still pitch black around you.
Are you sure it follows you?
Yes. If they cast it on an object. Anything
man.
you're wearing is
That
an
was fun.
object. It's great.
Okay.
Okay.
Fun fact, darkness is also great at shutting down spellcasters.
Yeah, I didn't even think of that.
Can I
need
try
keep
to
remember that?
Can I try to like wipe the brightness off of me?
You used all of your actions.
Oh, well then I'm just done.
Can I another can of ginger ale?
Yeah, sure. My
And that
computer's
brings
taking
us
off.
to the first one.
Stop fucking playing.
Gonna put his short sword away
I'm bored.
and is going to
His or her?
her.
Let's let it form first.
She's going to shoot you with her crossbow. That is a 7. That is a miss.
Woohoo!
The next one,
With advantage.
well, it's at disadvantage because it's in the dark and then fairy fire, so it's straight roll, right?
They're not in the dark.
They're not in the dark, but you're in the dark, so technically they can't see you without the fairy fire, so that'd be a straight roll, correct?
Yeah, I think so.
I think so.
Didn't I keep any? Oh,
Well,
there.
but he did also reckless attack.
Oh, that would give it an advantage. Or is that just melee, or is that all attacks? That's all attacks. Okay, so it's a 7 and a 9, not much better.
Why do we need to remind the DM of things?
Cuz.
Because we all play by all the rules.
Uh-huh.
Everybody needs to die at least once.
It's just as fun to stay alive as it is to die.
I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Again?
Yes. As the
Can
mage.
I see what is happening?
Nope. Can't see nothing.
10.
10. That is a failure. As suddenly a streak of lightning, which you can't even see, hits you.
God, he's gonna get captured.
Rock.
Hold on.
We
One
come
more.
up back and use echolocation.
Okay. That much. That's wild. That's a powerful spell. You're gonna take 10,
Too many.
10. So that's 25, 24, 28, 31 points of lightning damage. Alright. Now the other 3 that you did not kill are all going to take shots at you at advantage because you did that. Oops.
I'm starting to think that might not always be a good idea.
7 is a miss. 6 is a miss. 13's a miss. 6 is a miss, and that dice is done for the night. Last one. 23.
That hits.
Or 23 hits, because the other one was worse. So I need you to make a Constitution saving throw again. As you take 5 plus 2, 7 points of damage.
14.
14. That barely succeeds. Okay, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna run the direction the arrow came from.
The one that hit you?
Yeah,
Okay. How many feet of movement do you have?
30.
30. So that would be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You can make an attack at disadvantage. You think you're in the right area.
Right, so I'm just gonna spin around in a circle with my glaive extended. Recklessly, of course, because that's what one does. Thankfully.
That'd be one roll, not double. You don't have advantage. You're in the darkness. You have disadvantage.
Okay, so
Reckless makes it a straight
would
roll.
a 15 hit?
Just barely.
Okay. So we are going to do this. This is going to be another menacing attack. $31.
Okay. 31 points of damage.
Is it dead?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna run the direction that I killed
You
it
used
at.
30 feet of movement speed already.
I am going to spin around in a circle again because it's within my range.
Okay. At just straight roll.
Straight roll. Woo! 16.
That also hits.
Menacing attack.
Doesn't matter if you kill it.
I know, but I get more damage if I do a menacing attack. 31.
That one is also dead.
Okay. How many feet to this one?
You ran out of movement speed?
How many feet?
More than 10.
Is it 15?
It's 20.
Are you
No.
sure?
Technically 15, but you had no idea it's there.
Okay, but spinning around's been working.
Okay, but you spun around twice. Roll a d4 to see which direction you run.
I don't have any movement speed, but I have lunging attack. Which adds
You don't know
5
which
feet.
direction to lunge.
I've been spinning in circles.
Roll a d4 and see if you can lunge the correct direction. Because you have to lunge.
2.
We said 1, 2.
I don't know.
So you're going to lunge towards the cave wall.
Okay,
Make your attack.
on a cave wall. Does a natural 20 hit the cave wall?
You drill the cave wall. So
Okay.
you charge forward. You feel 2 squishy thuds. You're like, okay, I got one more.
How about
You swing forward.
How about I?
And you ring your fingers on the wall.
Okay, I'm going to action surge. And
You have no movement.
I know I have no movement. What's the thing?
You just swing around blindly.
No, daily bread or whatever.
Daily bread.
Second wind.
Second wind.
Daily bread.
There's a big difference between daily bread and second wind.
So
Daily
I'm
bread is not a thing unless
going
players have it.
to regain 11 hit points.
Okay, that brings it to their turn. This one, seeing how good you are at accidentally hitting things, is going to move 30 feet. How far can they move? Yeah, 30. Right? There it is. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's going to take a shot at you at advantage.
How long does that thing last, the light?
A minute. So that's a 23. Can I get a natural 20? Nope. Make a constitution saving throw.
I don't want to.
And take 7 points of damage.
17.
17 is a success.
7 points of what damage?
Piercing.
You mean 3.
Okay. Next one is... She's going to try to cast Sleep on you. What's their highest spell level do they have? She has... Up to 5th level.
12th level spells.
Yeah.
Up to 5th level. So... She...
Make it an intelligence save, I dare you.
How do you make an intelligence save?
No, I mean, like, what's the save for
Oh, there is no save.
Oh.
I need to roll enough dice worth of sleep. So sleep. 2d8 for each slot level above first. So that'd be 10d8. I don't know how many hit points you got left, but...
You need to above average roll by a little bit.
3,
10?
4, 5, 6, 7... Right, it's 10d8 at 5th level if it's 2d8 above base level for each level you cast higher. When you cast this spell using a spell slot of 2nd level or higher, roll additional 2d8 for each slot level above first.
Okay.
Oh, it's 5d8 at base.
I still need to add change.
So that's
15.
5 plus 10. Yeah, 15. I think I'll get you. Holy cow, sleep is powerful when you
Wait.
cast it at a high level.
Wouldn't it be 13?
5 plus 8, yeah, it'd be 13. I don't have any more d8s.
I'll roll a couple.
Is that all of them? Oh, there's one more. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I got 2.
Do I only have 10d8?
Here I got 3.
Okay.
You're not gonna believe this.
What?
3 1s.
Get out.
No, it's
So you got
11.
11, 12, 13, 14. Plus 5 is 19. Plus 3 is 22, 29, 35,
Oh no.
36, 37,
No.
40,
Yeah, that's it.
9. Is that above your hit points?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So, in your blind rage in the dark, you suddenly just fall asleep.
Huh.
Pass out. And that is where we're going to leave you.
Now my cool stuff's gonna be gone.
So, that brings us to the rest of you
Did I
guys.
have time to keister anything?
To what? Keister?
Prison purse.
Prison pocket?
That's what you meant by keister. I don't think you can fit your glaive up there, bud.
Well, I was thinking like the spell of Revivify or something.
You
should
don't
have
have that.
used your stone
He's got the
before the
reincarnate spell.
Ah.
The builder does.
You should have used your stone.
Should have used the stone.
Yeah, you should have used the stone, then shoved it up your ass.
Then you would have gotten bamfed there, or else you would have gotten bamfed
Every time
there.
somebody punches you in the stomach, you show up somewhere different.
Whoa.
So, the rest of you, back in Sanctuary,
A bad
Are-
cold washed all over all of us.
mourning and drinking your troubles away, clenching out of trouble.
Anyways, I'm just gonna mention that I'm giving 209 gold out of nowhere, and not gonna mention where I got it.
Okay.
To the party fund.
Our
So
friend who
whoever
just had
has the party fund at
419 gold just
209
had.
gold.
Who's keeping track of the party fund again?
Yeah.
Okay.
The wizard. We only have one full caster in the party. Who's that?
I don't know.
No one's gonna mention the new toys I got. Got it.
No. There's nothing worth mentioning, you cretin. How long have we been drinking?
How long do you want him to have been drinking?
So
A lot.
We did a long rest.
Enough so he can do a long rest and wake up in the morning with a hangover.
Sure. Any conversations those of you that are still alive would like to have?
Right, so how much do I have?
Warforged aren't really the small talk kind, you
29.
know what I mean?
I see that.
I assume Builder is just weeping very loudly. Just, why?
And it's actually
Why
just
not
dialogue
this
sounds.
unit?
It's
I
like the,
figured that the rhino sacrifice was enough for the Warforged to God that probably doesn't exist, but
Wait,
I guess
what-
it wasn't. So,
Pete, what was the drawing that Felteth had on him?
It was a child's drawing of Felteth and
What do you assume to be
It
his
was one of
parents?
his younger siblings had made like a childhood drawing of their family.
Okay, I'm gonna go over and ask Samson once he's woken up enough
okay.
about the drawing.
I mean,
that
technically
found
he's not still too drunk. You did just give him gold.
Well,
If he was
I'm-
wasted, you probably shouldn't have done that.
You're right. I'm gonna after I give him the gold, I'm gonna pull out this and say I took a couple things off of that pal, and this is what was one of them. Do you know what it is since you traveled with them more?
Sam did take the stuff off of Feltus, didn't he? So he would have seen it.
Yeah, you guys kind of divvied it up because there was a will off of on Felteth.
I did say Sam stared at that for a moment, feeling really bad.
Yep.
So Sam's gonna take and he's gonna look at it and he's gonna fold up, put it in his pocket, and say, "Yeah, it's I'm gonna do something with that later."
Yeah, never.
Pulls out lighter.
Never actually. I don't think I ever actually asked. Where is Felton?
You don't even know. It was never brought up.
You didn't watch him light up?
Gene wasn't there.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Yes, Samson, where is Felteth?
he's in the rocks, don't mention it.
And Brody. And
The fourth tree in the park, don't go there. He was enveloped in divine heavenly light, I guess. The best to my description, I'm not a religious man, but there was light. It seemed very holy. So I guess it's cremated, but third class or first class.
So for a brief moment, he became very holy.
That's what I assume. But if you don't mind, I'm gonna get back to drinking with little
Alright.
Sloopy here.
I'm gonna cook with the newly acquired cooking utensils.
Okay.
Since Gene was improvising with the shit he had before.
Try to make some more mushroom loaf.
Mushroom loaf. Tries add more stuff. What would I do it?
Just a D20 with your proficiency modifier.
Hey, just think, you got 20 barrels of lamp oil that you could use to flavor your food.
I'm not adding oil to it.
Kerosene.
I'm not trying to poison myself and everyone around me. I can't remember what
With
friend
Pal dead,
proficiency-
there's no reason for anyone to live.
Yeah.
Oh, initiative. No.
Voluntary TPK.
Okay, so 21,
Yes.
22.
You managed to cook, even in your slightly inebriated state.
I never drank.
Or you never drank. You managed to cook a fairly decent, quick meal.
Did we long rest or what?
You guys. This is kind of the evening. You guys will have a long rest by morning, but this is still working through the evening, and you're.
I'm beating the hell, and I'm just cooking.
Yep.
Ooh, nice, okay.
So. Okay. So you get it. You make a meal for everybody. Is there no other conversations? You guys want to go to bed for the night?
I mean, I made a constitution check.
Are you puking or what did you roll?
I got a 21.
21. You're keeping your booze down. It's staying. No problemo.
How many glasses in would he be?
How much do you have on you?
I think I have 2 kegs.
2 kegs.
Let me take a quick look here.
You're probably 5 or 6 mugs in. Working your way through it.
Yeah, a couple kegs, so.
Yeah. You're not too terribly hammered, but you're getting there. Is this where you guys?
While all that is going on,
Go ahead.
I am legitimately just going to be working on the labels for Pal's body. And I am going to do a really darn good job for this. Like, I gotta do him justice, you know? This is like, gotta honor the dead by giving them really nice labels on their body.
Yeah, I just realized this.
The handwriting is amazing. It's all calligraphy.
Like the way he
It's just like
could've just
immaculately
gone
done.
on his greater healing potions.
Arm. What?
He could have lived. He just didn't
He's labeled
drink.
as he lived.
Oh, he's kind of-
Very informatively.
What? Yeah.
I'm going to take some
Oh,
of
I'm
my
sorry.
spicy rhino rebuild juice, also known as green rolly, and rebuild rhino, and then I'm going to take a look at Felpith's ring that he gave me, and I'm going to take that apart and just analyze everything about it, because I have nothing else to do.
So you enter your Dream Lily state, and I do need you to make a, what did we say, wisdom saving throw?
Wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
I can never fail these. I rolled a nat 20.
Why do you want to fail this?
Because something will happen, I assume. And I want something to happen.
It takes time to get addicted to drugs.
Well, I'm running low, so I'm gonna need some more, man.
All right. That is noted. In studying the ring, you find it has some arcane components that you just don't quite understand, but they seem to be a dampening force of some sort. But you can't quite make it out in your state of whatever you would consider mourning with the dream lily and everything. It's just kind of... Things are all over the place.
Numb.
Yeah.
True robot emotions.
Yes. I would like to take this moment to briefly remind you that those of you who have books, you have books. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Why are the books important?
Just remember you have books. Sometimes they're important, sometimes they're not.
I don't think I actually...
Do I know how to read?
I don't think I ever actually put away...
Barely.
Anything else you guys would like to do for the night? If not, we will settle into the sleep mode that you all will enter.
I don't think I actually ever put away those books. I just never added them into my inventory.
You have books. Would you like to know what they are called?
Yes.
Since you didn't write it down?
No, I have it written down. I just never added it.
Well, this is the one time I'll refresh you on the titles.
Okay, I'm gonna add them to my inventory.
Let me look it up. And I believe you have books too, Storm.
One
Or
for
eight.
the Underdark.
Yep. And you can check that.
Mhm.
Even mid-combat, you can check that book to see if there's something you would know about that creature.
But I don't want to damage it. I still gotta return it.
Yeah, but you can be like, oh, I remember this, because we're saying you're not opening the book, you're remembering what
I should
you
say that's
read.
in my will. Return that book to the library for me.
That's great. Where are my notes on this? Notebook.
I'm pretty sure. I think.
Okay, so you have 3 books.
Okay.
Okay?
One of the books is supposed to be in Pal's thing, from what I remember, isn't it?
In Pal's thing? No. Nope, that's a different one. Because you stole 3 books and the other one.
Okay.
Yep. So there is a book entitled Songs of My Future. Oh no, you're right, just 2 books. Sorry, my bad. And the other one is entitled Confessions of the Dark.
I'm gonna be reading that a little bit before Jim falls asleep.
Okay.
They're very, very explicit romance novels.
You're not too far off.
The funny. Yeah, I was gonna say it really does sound like romance novels.
So you begin reading the book titled Confessions of the Dark, and it does start out as a colorful romance novel between a drow elf male named... Wait, I am missing... There is a 3rd
Derek.
book. Where did it go? I'm going to have to look it up here in a second.
I'll try and look.
The author is Carrick. It's just a very blatant self-insert.
I didn't know you used to not know.
Why is there...
Oh god, no.
There is a 3rd book. Where did it go? 'Cause I totally-
I'll try and find it because I have it written down somewhere.
Hold on. I got it, I think. Hold on. We'll
No,
see.
that's
Because it's in a spot that only I can see it on here.
He did what?
Okay, so the other 3rd book is Swindlers of the Banished.
Swindlers of the Banished.
Yeah.
That one does not sound like a romance novel.
Okay, so which one do you want to... Do you want
Confessions of the... Just stick
Okay.
with that one.
So it does start out as a romance novel between a drow man named Leifir Ryblar and a high elf female, kind of a Romeo and Juliet type thing, named Kylan Byreal. And you gather it'll take probably 5 or 6 hours of reading to get to the end.
I'm gonna read like the first 2 chapters and go to bed and finish reading it after waking up.
Okay. So, you head to bed. The Warforged head to bed. Samson, are you heading to bed after slamming some drinks with old Sloovy?
Can he pass out and spill half a mug?
Sure.
Maybe accidentally on Sloovy. Or else could I roll something to see if he spills it on Sloov to murder him?
Sure. Roll a d20.
Alright. 12.
You spill it on Sloovy. He's drunk enough where he doesn't even notice.
Sludemert.
What?
Sludemert.
Why are you just saying Sloovdemert? Do you even remember who he is?
He's like a little short guy.
You remember exactly who he is then.
Yeah. As you guys drift off into sleep, we're going to do one thing, then we'll check back in with Brawd Leaf. Samson, you drift into sleep and you begin to have a dream that you have had before. You wake up in your home, hearing your mom scream in horror. And just as before, you hear your father yelling, telling you need to get out. You hear sounds of struggle. And then suddenly it falls silent. And then you hear footsteps coming towards your bedroom door. Somebody kicks the door open, covered in blood and wielding a rapier. You can see the light silhouetting them coming from behind. The figure comes towards you, tries to stab you. You barely manage to roll out of the way. You find the sword that your father made for you hanging on the wall, and you begin to duel with this hooded figure. Eventually he gets the better of you and knocks you to the ground. And from your position on the ground, you turn your head and you can see in the living room of your house your parents both lying there in a pool of blood. You see the figure coming towards you to do the final blow. And you decide to cast Fireball in that direction. The blast launches you both out of your window, and you guys fall to the ground. Flames, hole in the wall behind you.
Does he die?
And this is where the dream shifts. It's different than before. You see the figure who has always been nameless before, and it seems to be your brother. And he asks you, "Are you scared, brother? Or are you just in denial and scared of everything you've caused?" As he comes closer towards you, you can see it's not him as he used to be, but more zombie-esque and a rotting corpse. As you begin to go to blows outside, you hear him yelling or telling you, "This is all your fault. You did this." And he points back towards the hole in the wall. And in the hole in the wall, you see Narrowleaf and Gleason standing there, rotting corpses. You see Feltith, pieces of him burnt off, hair all melted away from the fireball that you threw. And then you see one more figure of Pal, his eyes dim, not full of light like they were before, dragging his shield behind him, walking towards you with a sickly green tint on his otherwise pristine armor. And your brother says to you, "This is all your fault, because you are afraid to take action." And you look around you, and the dream shifts again, and now your whole town is on fire. and you start to back away from your brother. And you look towards your house again, and you see the 4 that had fallen before, crawling, dragging themselves towards you. And you see your parents' bodies also dragging themselves towards you. And that's where you wake up, in a cold sweat in the morning. And that is where we're going to shift over to Brawd Leaf.
Sounds like a good reason to start drinking again.
Brawd Leaf,
Hi.
you
Day
also
drinking.
wake up.
What?
Hooray! Day drinking.
Starting at 7 a.m. Let's go. Brawd Leaf, you wake up. Let me switch the music
Naked
here.
and afraid. Did I get a rest?
Technically?
Brawd Leaf is now in the new Discovery hit series.
Yeah.
Naked and afraid.
I'm sorry I took my stuff.
Brawd Leaf, you wake up. Armor, sans armor.
Sans what?
Sans, no armor. No armor, no weapons, no gear. Clothing is all you have on you.
Do I delete my stuff from my inventory?
Just pretend you don't have it.
Okay.
But don't have your
Armor class.
armor on and your weapon, don't be wielding any of that.
My computer's slow.
You're technically naked. Any magical items that give you a bonus, you don't have either. And
I'm no longer very strong.
yeah, you don't have your Belt of Giant Strength, which it takes a half hour to attune to, and if you remove it, you are no longer attuned, correct?
I don't know. I shouldn't have even
I
said anything.
believe you'd have to reattune, yeah.
I think
So
I have
anything that you have to
strength
attune
of
to,
19.
you don't have it attuned anymore.
My strength score without it is 19, isn't it?
You should be able to go down and unattune from it in your equipment section.
Yes.
You find yourself in what seems to be a prison cell.
Okay.
Stones,
I'm not glowing anymore.
stone construction. You're not glowing anymore. The darkness has faded. You can see for the first time in a while. Your scruffy hair is growing back. You still feel old. And looking around the prison cell, you see a drow woman kind of off in the corner watching you. And Pete, if you'd like to introduce your new character.
Oh no. Damn it. I get to screw up another relationship with Pete.
Oh, don't
Another
worry.
one that's gonna die quickly. I kind of find it how it's always the new characters that tend to die.
Yeah, that didn't work out well.
Except with Pal, he was around for a little while.
He was.
Longer. No rest.
Then he stood in fart gas.
So somebody needs to explain to me, on a scale of 0 to 10, how attractive is Pete's character?
Well, that's what he's going to describe.
Okay.
What? Okay, well, so she's got a full 18 charisma.
She hot.
Okay, let's see how.
How old?
But so drow, she's 4'9",
She was more
95 pounds. She's got long, pure white hair, ebony black skin, very, very dark skin, and bright red eyes.
Age, roughly?
So she is 100 years of age. So as an elf, she is an adult. She's the elven equivalent of early 20s.
So she hot.
Scoundrel.
She was still.
Too bad I'm 65 years old.
Well, whose fault was that?
So,
She still looks better
what
than
is
her.
your new name?
So
You look slightly
your cellmate will give you the once over.
Oh, I thought it was like the guard.
No, she's a cellmate.
No.
Oh, see, I thought that this was the lady that put me here.
No, but you see Brawd Leaf sans armor in probably simple clothes. An elderly man with somewhat of a beard coming in and kind of peach fuzz on the top of his head.
Well, I believe the protocol of such situations would be to introduce each other. allow me to take the first step.
How can I introduce you if I've never met you before?
Wonderful. You'll be entertaining. I'm Amaya Ramondier Faye Tabal. Though Amaya probably would be the best for you to refer to me as. Or ma'am.
How many Mayas are there?
Just me, dear.
Well, Maya, my name is Brawed Leaf. I'm lost.
Well, perhaps I could provide you with a bit of direction. You are in a cell. You are in Menzoberranzan. By the custom of prison, you're my bitch.
Alright then, so, how do we get out of here? I'm like flushed right now.
I'm sorry, I don't quite understand. Have you never been in prison before?
I don't think so.
Well, the standard protocol is you don't leave without being told to leave.
You know, I had a friend who liked protocols. He wasn't much for the standard protocols. He was dramatic. What are you in here for?
There are those that lack proper vision in certain regards.
Uh-huh.
And let's just simply say that my talents are not recognized as they should be.
Have we been together for a minute?
Yeah, you would have at this point. Wow, I forgot you can do that. It's been so long.
Where do I find that?
He has that ability, Pete. I forgot.
Yeah.
Shucks.
I'll mess it up, don't worry. Where do I find it? There it is.
He's so dumb he can study people and read everything that he
Yeah,
probably
You
shouldn't
can read everything about them. What all can you learn, Broadleaf?
If you don't want to say it out loud, you can message it to me. I want to know total class levels.
7.
7. Strength score compared to a 19.
Below.
Current hit points.
44.
Any fighter levels?
No.
Armor class.
Currently,
Compare-
14.
Okay. Dexterity score compared to a 3. 16.
Above.
We're squishy.
Intelligence score compared to
Above.
11. Okay.
Didn't even need to hear what yours was. Above.
Of course, I take a drink, as Ed said, too.
That's good enough for me.
Oh, that's fantastic.
So we just wait?
Well, usually prey such as you would be sent to a purpose. You must have given a good fight to get thrown in here with someone of my stature.
Well,
I'm guessing you killed, right?
I've killed a lot of things. I've killed people, I've killed monsters, I've killed many relationships. Even my own happiness most of the time.
As I understand, those of advanced age typically are filled with regret.
You watch your mouth, young lady. I am 24 years old.
That's a rough 24.
I worked the night shift.
At the local coal factory.
And meth plant.
And every other drug plant.
So, so what? What are they gonna do to you?
Typically, I get a little slap on the wrist and then exile out of the city. For you, I'm guessing, well, I'd say hard labor, but I don't think you have any many days of that left. Maybe, well, if you put up a fight, maybe gladiator? They might rewrite your mind and have you actually be a dragoon, a soldier.
But I already am a soldier.
Yeah, this is more like suicide, go out, attack that thing, and don't come back kind of stuff.
Well, I haven't come back yet, and I fought a lot of stuff. So, not really picking up what you're putting down.
Well, I find myself in need of assistance.
Does it involve reading? Because I can sound out like most of them.
Typically, no.
Then count me in. Anything's better than sitting here.
I mean, how James is reading a book probably as this going down.
You're reading a romance novel.
Yeah, I would pew boredom.
What?
A saucy romance novel.
It'd probably be to you at best.
What's in the basement?
What's in the basement? Oh god, please don't tell me.
So, what do you need help with? Like, you need to reach something.
I would like my spell book back, as well as my personal effects.
I don't have it.
I didn't think you did, dear. But I think you could help me get it.
How? Where is it?
Well, typically it would be in a strongbox, an evidence lockup, if you will.
I get the feeling you've been here a couple times.
As I said, my vision is not necessarily appreciated.
What is your vision? Mine's like a 1320.
I'm against slavery.
I had a friend who was against slavery. Or maybe he wasn't. He was hard to read. I'm not much for slavery either, myself.
That's wonderful. We can come and help each other. So, I want you to get us through that door. And then, I think if you can give me my book, I can help both of us get out of here.
Did they manage to pry my ring off of my swollen finger?
What's the ring for again?
Breaking doors.
Yes, they would have definitely took that. It's a magic.
They wouldn't have known that.
They would have. They're magic casters. You think they're not going to check you for detect magic?
So what's this door like?
So you go over to the door and it's a standard iron bar prison door.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the door.
Can I push on it?
Start pushing on it and make a...
No, I just want to see if
check
it
for
opens.
You give it a little wiggle, the door does not open of its own accord.
Okay, now I'll try thinking.
Yeah. Okay.
11. See, it's easy because I don't have to add anything.
You gather that the door is made of pretty sturdy material. You figure if you work on it for a while, you could maybe eventually get it to open, but it's going to take a lot of attempts and a lot of strength and you're not certain, but you feel like there's probably a guard system somewhere where guards do rounds and check on things and, make sure people aren't trying to escape from prison. What are you rolling for?
To see if I can have a smart moment. So I gathered there's guards around.
Potentially.
Okay, listen up. Maya. He. Here's what we're gonna do.
So, dear, the name is Maya. Or you can call me ma'am.
Maya. How many
Or
Mayas?
boss.
How many Mayas are there?
How about boss? Why don't you just call me that, sweetie? You should know that one.
Okay, ma'am.
Thank you.
I don't approve of slavery. Call me boss.
Yeah.
It's not slavery if,
They're willing.
well,
It's ingrained in your culture. It's just you struggle with
yes. She'll slip him like a copper or something.
this. Maybe. We'll
There,
see.
now you're paid.
So
She
here's
wouldn't have any
what we're
money on
gonna
her
do
in there.
to get through the door. I could try to hit it really hard, or we could play like you stabbed me, and the guard will come in to fix me, and you can leave.
Wonderful idea, except I don't have a knife. How about I just shoot fire at you?
That's why we said pretend, but you can do fire. What kind of rest did I get?
You'd have gotten a long rest.
So, that's a 16 to hit.
Woohoo! You hit me.
So that
Naked
is
Brawed Leaf is weak.
2d10.
He's weak with armor on.
I love the very few amount of questions that were asked before fire got yeeted right into Brawd Leaf.
That's 12 points of fire damage.
Most plans involve hitting Broadleaf. Do I have to perform now?
Yeah.
I'm gonna lay on the ground and writhe in pain and scream out in agony.
Make a
Ouch.
performance check.
Performance?
Yes.
Bradley's just on the ground. Oh no! Oh, my leg!
18.
18. You cause enough commotion where a guard comes running in down the hallway. And
Guard, help me! She shot me! She's a menace!
he comes around the corner. Everything okay?
No, I've been shot!
Why was this filth placed with me?
I wasn't in charge of the decision making. We just put him here. He was asleep. Why do you always gotta hurt everybody we put in
Help
here?
me, I'm bleeding!
Well, look. We need to have a little bit of an understanding. This filth doesn't know its proper place. This is polite society. We don't deal with that.
Humans?
Yes. Lesser beings.
Oh, I'm still bleeding.
Yeah, shut up. You'll be fine. This little old bitty thing can't hurt you. You seen her? She's tiny.
She shot me.
With what?
Prison pocket gun, I don't know.
Amaya, do we have to place you in solitary?
Why are you thinking of card games?
Amaya is gonna attempt to persuade this fine, guardly gentleman
I don't think I needed to be
Alright.
shot.
to step into the room.
There's this thing called acting.
That's what I said.
And then she shot you anyway. Okay, so you're gonna try to persuade the guard to step into the room.
Yeah, just.
That's what I'm trying to do. I'm bleeding.
Remember the lawful part of lawful evil. Remember the lawful part of lawful evil.
I'm listening, Amaya.
Yeah, he. Is that her last name?
No, it's not Maya he. It's Maya haha. Listen. I know I broke the rules. I did bad. But really, we know how it's going to go. Just a nice little exile. Things will be forgiven and forgotten.
But you keep coming back.
How about this? I double promise not to do it again.
Okay.
And as a reward, you can escort both of us out of here.
It's not really my decision to make. It's kind of above my pay grade. But,
I know, dear. That's why I'm making the decision for you.
I'm pretty sure that's not how it works.
She is the boss.
Quiet, Phil.
My name's Broad, not Phil.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
He turns and heads off down the hallway.
I think that went very well, don't you?
No. Why did I need to get shot? If you were just gonna talk to him.
Method acting, dear. Method acting.
Your method. We still don't have the book.
No, but we're getting closer.
Still. Whatever.
Now, about that whole filth thing, you have to remember it's a role. We have to play it. Don't feel bad.
I am filthy. I haven't taken a shower since I got down into this hellhole.
She casts prestidigitation and you are now clean.
Oh. Ah. Thanks. Now,
Benefits of being with the best, my dear.
can you make a key?
No.
Can you... I once had a magic friend who could make images that weren't really there.
So, I'm not that kind of wizard, dear.
So you can't make illusions.
No, not like that. I can make other things.
Like what?
Well, I've had my book quite a lot.
At this moment, the guard comes back with a tall...
Not a
drow-
living salary, a thriving salary.
A
Not
tall,
living slavery.
a tall drow man, which is slightly unusual, who's garbed in finer clothing. And he has a very much... what's Draco Malfoy's dad's name?
Lucius?
Very much Lucius Malfoy type. I'm gonna look down on you, down my nose at you. You're all beneath me. And he turns to the guard, and he says, "Yes, Frederick, what seems to be the problem here?"
What's Frederick's strength score?
Brawd Leaf is just mean mugging him.
Just mathematics all through Brawley's head. It's like all the equations, but it's like 1 plus 2 might be 4. 12.
Okay.
What seems to be the problem? Amaya, why are you in this cell?
That is a question that I was just asking as well.
Frederick, we know that this cell is not for magical people, right?
Does Frederick have the key on his belt?
Make a perception check. Frederick said, I didn't put her here. Well, she needs to be moved. How do you propose we go about doing that, Amaya? Will you play nice?
Oh. Of course. You know I've got a soft touch.
Somehow I doubt that. I must always do everything myself, it seems.
I know, good help is just so hard to get.
What's Lucius's strength score?
14. A little bit stronger. But he doesn't appear it.
Does he have the key?
Did you make a perception check?
Yeah, 24.
Neither have the key on their person at this time. But you gather it's probably where they came from. And with that, we're going to check in on the other party. So, you guys wake up, Samson in a cold sweat. The rest of you, after a night of mournful revelry, if that's the way to put it, you guys come to. What is the plan?
Sam is instantly out of there. He's
Okay, you're going to keep reading the book?
Sam
And
is
out
just
of boredom, he's looking for anything like dumb in it.
Okay. So you start skipping through the book.
Sam is rushing out of there unless someone wants to question where he's going. He's not gonna say too much. He's just gonna get out of there in a hurry, clearly unsettled.
Okay. Builder, Annabella, any thoughts? Sluvdemert's kind of passed out still.
I have officially created the glorious, medical monument that is now Pal's former body, right?
Yes. Yep, you completed
Excellent. Excellent. I am now going to go stand outside and direct young children to the new exhibit.
it. Okay. Builder, are you going to witness Samson leaving in a hurry? Were you not hanging around the hostel?
My reaction to Samson leaving early goes about like this. Okay. And then I'm going to make a rhino to stand next to Pal.
Oh, a statue of Rhino.
Yeah.
Okay. You create a statue of Rhino, a simplified version of him, and
Much
leave
simplified.
him by Pal.
Yes.
Samson?
I will add. Okay. Yeah.
Mostly for scale, right?
Yes.
Like, this is how tall that thing that is right there is.
This is a full-sized rhinoceros for scale.
Anything else, Builder, or should we see what Samson's up to?
We can check on Samson.
What's your rush, Samson? Where are you going?
Sam's full sprinting down to the library,
Okay.
and when he gets in there, he's going to find a book, open it, and kind of sit at the table. He's going to have his hands on his head, and he's going to be thinking about all the decisions he's made in his life. He's not really going to be reading. He's going to be more just distraught.
Contemplating.
Yeah, distraught and contemplating things.
So, Annabella, you will see him come rushing in and just grab a random book. Make a perception check to see if you caught the title.
That's not going to be great. 10.
You know the section that he grabbed the book from? And it's a section on underground botany. It's not Amish romance. So it's the section on underground botany, and you see him go sit down at a table, and he's
holding it upside down.
Yeah, his head in his hands, staring at the book. He doesn't turn pages for some reason. It's open in the middle.
I shall approach him. This unit has recognized that you are reading subject matter that you would not normally gravitate to.
Sam's
Please
going
state your distress.
The moment Annabelle starts talking, Sam's going to go, ah! Then he's going to turn towards her and just kind of frantically try straighten himself up and not look like such a wreck. And he's going to poorly try to persuade her that he is fine. And I'm gonna do a disadvantage on that if that's okay with you.
Yeah.
Well, no need for a disadvantage. That's a 1.
So your insight.
And my persuasion is 5, so I got 6.
So your passive insight's probably above 6.
It's 14.
So you can see there's clearly something wrong with him. He appears very emotionally stressed.
I am detecting elevated emotional discomfort. This unit has been equipped with counseling functionality in the event that it is required.
Is a library the best place to do this?
This unit can enter silent mode.
Sam's gonna put his hands in his head again, and he's just gonna sigh. And he's just gonna stutter, I had a nightmare. About...
Please define.
You don't need to whisper, as long as there's no one around, at least.
It's plenty early, quote unquote. It is the Underdark, so it's their definition of morning. There's a few people milling about, but it's not really anybody around. Most people that are in the area are too busy studying the Builder or the Rhino and Pal statues.
Yeah, then Sam's just gonna say it was about people I've traveled with that have either died alongside me or died because I wasn't there to do anything about it.
Have you considered that most of the time dreams are irrational in nature?
Not exactly. At least not the ones I have.
Worst therapy session ever.
Please explain.
You're irrational.
I don't think Sam's gonna open very willingly about all that.
Then tell her you don't really feel comfortable.
Well, yeah, unless she persuades. Yeah, he's just gonna say that he's not entirely comfortable telling because...
He barely knows you.
Yeah. Unless you want to do a
Understood.
persuasion on it.
You can make a persuasion check if you wish.
Nope. This unit is available as an open book in the event that you wish to talk. However, it will not attempt to extract information from you.
My main problem is I don't want to grow too attached to people, being that everyone that I'm around seems to die in some horrible fashion.
I have existed for longer than most of the original children that were in the founding of Sanctuary. I am well familiar with the concept of loved ones dying.
And that's why I choose not to get too attached to people I travel with. Cheem is but an exception. I know him my entire life.
Perhaps opening up will not be as bad as you might have assumed.
The day people stop dying that I try to get to know, I'll try that.
You appear to be blaming yourself for the death of others.
Well, I could have done something different. I could have not casted Fireball upon my friends. I could have been there to cast Fireball upon great beasts. I just
Do
decided
you
to
possess the
become-
ability to return to the past to correct these mistakes?
I don't think that's possible, but even if it was, I don't think there's going to be any benefit in doing so.
Would you agree that in the moment, especially during a combat situation, it is difficult to make split-second decisions?
To a degree, yes.
Would you say that, especially given you are a sapient, there is a acceptable margin of error?
That is very true.
Would you say that, potentially, you were in that margin of error?
That is the precise problem I have.
If you require help defining the margin of error, I am available for consultation.
I think for now I might just need some more time to reflect.
Perhaps you would prefer an easier read. I will go get a nearby book, and it is just going to be a basic children's story.
She brings you a book that's... It's a Humpty Dumpty, but it's the Underdark version.
It's the Very Hungry Aboleth.
Sam's gonna stare at it for a moment, very bewildered. He's going to hesitantly take it, look at it, and then just kind of nod and say, thanks.
You're welcome. I enjoy providing assistance.
Alright, that's all that's gonna be.
Okay.
Unless she walks away, I might try and sneak off to find another book. It's not your
I'm just gonna go back over to the Pals monument and continue directing people towards it.
Alright.
Okay. Yeah, so you go back over there. Cheem.
Yep.
So, you're reading the book, Confessions of the Dark. And you're kind of getting bored of the story. You want to know if there's something more to it. Why was this book in this special vault? What's so important about it? Is it a rare book? Does it have some magical ability? You skip through to the very end. And there's a inscription on the very last page of the book.
Okay, let me get to the description of this so I can actually add it.
Okay. And the inscription reads, "Confess of thy secrets,
Wait.
traveler."
Confess.
Confess of thy secrets, traveler. And as you read it, you feel a magical force. And I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, can I? If I fail this, I want to quickly say something.
Okay.
Surprisingly, I probably passed 18.
Okay, that passes. The magic fades and there's no effect.
I'd do it again just to fail it.
You get incorporated.
You can choose to
into
fail it and let the
Yeah.
force take hold.
I'm gonna reread it again and just to let it fail.
Okay? So you're like, that was weird. And you reread it and you let the magic take hold of you. And you suddenly feel compelled to run to your nearest party member and confess your darkest secrets to them.
I'm trying to think of James' secrets. I need to look up his.
So you take off running down the street and you head towards the library, which is where you will find Builder outside the front of the library, having just finished building Rhino, the statue.
So Cheap is clearly aware he did this out of pure curiosity at this point.
Yep, now he's magically compelled to confess your darkest secret.
First thing he's gonna say
To Builder.
is, "God, I'm dumb." And then I need to get to.
May or may not be mentally impaired.
Pete, in case you missed it, Cheem read an inscription on the back of a book that told him to confess his secrets. And he ran to the nearest party member, which is Builder, and will now be confessing his darkest secret to Builder.
Okay, I'm gonna highlight the same thing. Let's see if it. Let me choose which one I want to do.
Which one is your worst secret?
Which of my
I already
many
know which
dark
one. I'm just gonna make sure
secrets?
if you remember it.
I have your backstory somewhere.
I'm trying to find. I know it's in the first paragraph.
That?
Not the ham accent burning down his hometown.
That's not the worst. Okay.
That one's not the worst. There's actually one much worse than that.
Sex before marriage.
Okay.
I got it pulled up here. I
I
can read it.
highlighted it.
Yeah, I got that. Are you gonna? You can say that to him.
Cheem is not completely stupid. He knows he's part of the reason why.
Yeah. Yeah, you would. Yep. You know that it's partially your fault what
Right.
happened to that whole situation.
Would Builder have known anything about that?
Builder has
about-
no idea about any of your backstory. You guys have never discussed your backstories.
This is going to be integral. Oh.
Builder, Cheem runs up to you frantic, saying he must tell you something.
He's gonna say, "God, am I dumb and boy, do I have bad impulse control." I have to say this to someone. When I was very young and the Castle Town, and I lived in Castle Town, I may or may not have led Stamson to a bunch of green little goblin little asshats to maybe steal some loot, and I'm a big part of the reason why the Castletown no longer exists.
So as you speak that secret, you feel the magic fade, and there's a feeling of relief that you were able to get that off of your
I still have the
shoulders.
book in my hand, right?
Yeah, you never set it down.
I'm gonna say, man, I really should not be reading magical things that make me tell something that I know I probably shouldn't have said. Don't tell Samson. Don't tell Samson.
Let me get this straight. You read a book.
Yeah, want to try it?
It made you tell me
It's
one of
something.
your deep dark secrets.
Now I know why it's called Confessions of the Dark.
That should have been a big red flag.
It was a romance story. And the last goddamn page, it has a magic poem.
I was horny, okay? You do weird things when you're...
A magic poem.
I was thinking with the wrong head. I'm sorry.
That reference went right over your head, Builder. You have no idea what's going on. You're very
Absolutely
confused.
no. I have no idea where Castletown is. Cheem, I have no idea what's happening here.
Who was obsessed with Mudwobble a while back?
Gleason?
Oh yeah.
Mud Wobble's a great place. I think
Well,
we should
it's
go
in
there.
the Castletown was the capital of that country before it crumbled.
There are windows to the library. It says the library, right?
I will update my database
Are
now.
there windows to the library?
Probably not.
Alright, that's good, because if any of them are open, I need to know that.
No, it's dark everywhere.
That's good.
You're currently having a conversation with Annabella.
Yeah. Alright, that's very good then.
Yeah.
So
God, it'd be very bad luck if you went straight to the library. And
If
in
you went
there.
straight into there and you went right up to him, then oh
Well,
boy.
Builder was outside the front.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's just lucky.
Yep, Lucky Builder was out front, or that would have been spilt to the wrong people.
Well, Cheem, I recommend touring the Pal and Buddy Rhino exhibit in the library, and I'm going to. I have absolutely no idea what I'm going to go do, but I'm going to go do it.
Alright. Hope you have better luck than I do in life. Anyways, I'm going to look at your dead friend and dead buddy Rhino 2, broken down, Boogaloo.
Broken down Boogaloo.
But then, like, I have another, like, Rhino's again, like, walking next to me, and he's totally fine. And then
Yeah, that's
another
Rhino 3.
fake Rhino
Not
in
gonna
there.
die again.
Great.
Yeah, that's probably Rhino 3, not please don't die again. I'm sick of rebuilding you at this point.
Yeah, but they're disposable. Like a dime a dozen. Pretty cool.
I mean, it's the first time I've seen you is the first time I've seen a little robot companion.
Am I not the first robot you've seen as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, it makes sense that
how easy it is for you to build rhinos. I would assume that there's probably at least quite a few around.
like the little robot buddies.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, they're not very common.
just something you like to have a little. Send them in first so they die and so you can run away.
Yeah, pretty much. He's my little battle buddy.
Always good to have a backup plan.
Yeah, he's easy to make, so I let him die first. Like I said, disposable. Very easy.
Just like Pal.
Powell was not disposable. We lost a very good soldier and a very good man.
And an adequate toaster.
He was above average, okay? He was like
Wait,
a 6-slice toaster.
does Pal still have this smart?
He's like one of those toasters that has an actual digital timer in it, like not just the stupid bimetallic strip.
But why stop at 6? There's 8 ones that exist.
Holy smokes.
Yeah, I just realized Cheem has burned down 3 towns.
One of them royal.
At this moment, back in the hostel, is
Wait, I forgot to add. I forgot about the other town, the place that they entered into the Underdark, had in hand in getting the rest of the people killed.
yeah, you did.
Since I stole helmets.
Cheem, you just need to stop doing stuff.
Like I said, Cheem is very poor impulse control.
Back at the hostel, Sluvdemert is going to decide to send a message to Brawed Leaf to see if he's ever going to catch up or how that whole situation is working out. Hello, Brawd Leaf. You hear this in your head. This is Sluvdemert. Where are you? Do you need help? Should we come to you?
I'm helping.
You can respond to this message.
I'm in a jail. I'm helping. Hello.
That's it, I guess.
Do need help. I'm in jail. Goodbye.
Hello and goodbye in the same.
I said all that out loud.
Yep, so, Amaya, you hear Broadleaf just suddenly say what he had said. I'm in jail, I need help. I'm helping, but I'm in jail. Help.
I'm guessing you just heard a voice in your head?
Can you hear it too?
No.
It's my mother.
Your mother sounded very dwarven.
So, next time the voice speaks to you, you should probably let them know that you're in Menzo Baratzan. That's where this jail cell is located.
Menzo Baranzan.
Yes. And that you have a lovely new friend that would also like help.
I'm trying to help you.
And more help is always appreciated.
God, now I want to read the other books.
So Sluvdemert is going to come running to find those of you that are in the town of Sanctuary at the library. Hello, friends. I decided to reach out to Broadleaf to see how he is faring, and he said he is in jail. Wouldn't it be prudent to possibly use our gatestones or your gatestones to go assist him
You know, I am kind of bored, so vamping into a random jail that I have no idea where it is sounds like an amazing idea. Rhino, let's go. Kidding, let's make a plan first. He didn't say where the jail was, did he?
He just said jail.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Can you ask him where the jail is? He probably doesn't know, but it's worth a shot.
I can cast the spell. How many more times today? I can cast the spell twice more easily. Do you want to know? Do you have more you would like to say than just where? I can say 25 words.
25 words?
Yes.
Well, he can't count to 3, and if we get where the jail is at, we're going to be in a really good spot for it being Brawd Leaf. He's a little... He needs a core processor update, if you know what I mean.
Yes, I gathered that.
Yeah.
Should we
Like the builders talking trash.
Should we confer with the others, or should I just send a message?
Let's confer with the others. They tend to have better ideas than I do when it comes to not just building things.
So the two of you head in and relay the information to Cheem and Annabella and Samson, who is not here at the moment. Yes, Cheem?
The next book Cheem is gonna read when next long rest. He's gonna start reading it. Next long rest is Songs of My Future.
Okay. So that is take a note. So Annabella and Cheem, you have been informed of Brawd Leaf's capture and whereabouts.
As
Or not
jail.
whereabouts, just jail.
yeah,
Just
whereabouts as jail.
And help, that he needs help.
Yes.
And Annabella, you have no idea who Brawd Leaf is.
Annabella, just a little. I suppose you haven't met this famed Brawd Leaf. It's a really long story that I'll have to catch you up on in more detail one day. But he's an idiot that can pump really hard, and the Sapiens kind of like him.
Message Brawd Leaf again.
Pal and I mean, we were a little distasteful of the guy. I'm just kidding. Yeah, he's not a party member, and
He's
the
like
bunch is damn hard.
the second to last OG.
When
There you
you're
go.
Wait, so
When we reconnect in contact with him, please identify him for me so I can add him to the list of allies.
I will do that. But is there so? Slibdimer came to me and told me that he was in trouble, and Brawd Leaf did not say where. He just said that he was in jail and needed help. So we're trying to figure out the best message to send back to him to help find the place that the jail is, because I'm not the greatest with words. I just make things.
Yes, so I have 25 words that I can send to Brawd Leaf, and then he can respond with 25 words. So
I
if
would
you
recommend
have
asking
a
where
message
he
that you
is,
would like to
who
send.
he is with, where he is, who he is with, are there guards?
one other thing too, being that he's a bit of a what I would call a brainlet, whoever he might be with, tell him to ask where he is.
Good idea.
This is why I bring this stuff to other people, because they have good ideas.
Men's all wearing now?
Whatever you remember.
Unless in that message it says ask.
So,
Part of your message
just
is
so I have
where are
this-
we at? Oh, we're in Menzel. Is that?
So I have this straight. You want to know where are you? Who are you with? Are there guards? And if so, how many? That is 15 words. I can go 10 more, but I like to say you can respond to this message at the end, just to make sure he's aware.
That with Brawd Leaf, that is a very safe good thing to yes, yes, do. Yes.
Maybe
Words.
ask if you don't know.
If you don't know what.
That's,
Where he is.
that should be enough words. Let him figure it out if he doesn't.
Okay.
Ah, yes. Leave it up to Brawd Leaf to figure it out.
It
The
should
what?
be enough
Long
guidance.
interpretations.
There's a reason it's Brawd Leaf.
Just put ask if you need to.
Ask if you need to what?
So, who are you? Where are you with? Are there guards? And if so, how many? If you don't know, you can respond to this message.
I know a way to cut down words. Don't ask him if there are guards, just ask him how many. Oh, just kidding, he can't count.
That is exactly 25. Does that sound good?
Yeah, we'll do it. Sounds good to me.
Alright then. Broadleaf?
Hmm.
And the guards have left at this point to go get something. They're coming back in a little bit.
What'd they go to get?
You don't know.
The key?
You hear a message in your head. Where are you? Who are you with? Are there guards? And if so, how many? If you don't know, you can respond to this message.
Who is this?
Is that it?
Yeah. How did you get this number?
I don't care about my warranty.
We forgot about the most crucial thing, to include a name.
You just heard the voice 5 seconds ago. 5 minutes ago.
He has,
It's your mom.
He has some timers.
It is your mom. You've established that it is your mom.
So who is this? That's it. It's all you're gonna respond with. You have a minute, so
No, I'll be nice.
just waste all of my spell slots.
Hello, mother. It has been a while.
Read it again.
Hello, mother.
Who are you? Who are you with? Are there guards? And if so, how many? If you don't know, you can respond to this message.
Who are you?
We're in Menthol Barren Land. I'm with Miss Ma'am. 2. I'm very hungry.
1 second, I'm typing it all out. Whoops. Okay, that falls within the requirements. Well, he said, we are in Menthol Barren Land. I am with Miss Ma'am. 2, I am very hungry. So, I'm not sure what all that means, but I gather he would like something to eat.
Yeah,
This unit would like to suggest that perhaps the prison is located in Menzo Baranzan.
No, he said Menthol Barren Land.
Fedora.
Pretty sure it
Given
smells
the
like
information
smoke
I
there.
have been provided, it would not be a insurmountable leap to conclude that he is misinformed as to the correct pronunciation of the name.
Is there a
It
town?
does sound correct to be for Brawed Leaf.
Is there a town called Menthol Barren Land?
There might be now.
Can Sam look through his book?
They used
Sure,
to make
Because
cigarettes
it wasn't
there.
Menzo Barazan in the book. Right, and Sam is going to graze through the book that he got from. Would I have to roll anything to try to find?
This would just be a history check to see if you remember anything at that, because you've read the book. It's just what you remember now.
All right. Otherwise, I could do a look through.
Yes, but it would take time.
All right, so let's see. Oh yeah. All right. 15 plus 4. So 19.
You also gather that it's probably Menzo Baranzan.
Yeah, and Sam's just gonna.
Because you know, from what you know about it, it's the Drow capital of the Underdark, at least the upper Underdark. And that it is also where Brawd Leaf with the 3 rings was probably heading based on the information that was provided earlier in the campaign.
The 3 who now?
The 3 rings, you missed a whole bunch.
Huh.
We'll get there.
All right, well, Sam is just going to pipe up and he's going to say, no, he's just being stupid. He means Menzo Barazan.
Would Annabella know where in Menzo Baranzan this jail might be?
I don't think Anna. Make a history check. I'm not sure if we ever said you had been there or not.
Don't you guys have stones?
You guys do have gate stones.
That's a 12.
12. You have not spent enough time necessarily in Menzo Berenzan. You might have tried to visit once. No, you would have been imprisoned because you're an oddity. So, sure, you were imprisoned there briefly. You don't know how to get in or out, but you were there. Yes, Builder.
I believe we have made the plan, and the original plan of just eating ourselves there with gate stones might be useful at this point in time.
You certainly would have the element of surprise.
And
With that, I take
ensure
out my
that we
gate stone
keep all of our
and-
gear.
Say that again?
It would also ensure that we
Yeah.
keep all of our equipment.
This is correct.
Might I recommend bringing Pal's spear?
Yeah, why? Why you want the spear?
To make her look more intimidating.
Having spare weaponry could be considered optimal.
Then we should bring Pal's shield as well.
Unless you're taking into
Agreed.
account wind
Who has a
resistance.
spear?
Who has his spear? Says Cheem, as it's clearly sticking out of his
I
backpack 3
put the
feet in
big
each
hole in.
direction.
I'm not that stupid. I took all his stuff. I'm not dumb. Anyways, I'll just say I'm just kidding. I pull it out. Here, I hand it over to Annabelle.
So I now have a +1 spear.
Yes.
Although I
Okay.
kind of like it too, by now, right? I'll just remove it from my inventory now.
So you guys going to activate your gate stones?
Like, yeah, man.
Sure, I suppose. I'm gonna change into Stamson's clothes first.
Those are on Carrick.
I'm gonna.
Not Stamson's.
I'm gonna.
I
quit
tore off
the
his dead body.
Yeah, then you gave them to Carrick when Carrick
I
was
didn't give him
free-balling you in
mine.
the
I
wind.
gave him the cloak.
Oh, you just gave him the cloak?
I didn't want. They were. You said they were too small.
They
so
were too
I
small,
decided
yeah.
against it.
So you gave him just the cloak. Yep.
I'm putting back.
So
on.
he's still naked. He just has a cloak.
Cloak
but
on. Wherever Carrick is, he is still naked.
I'll put those on to be a little more intimidating, and in case I run into those people that I kicked in the face.
Okay. So, you guys activate your gate stones there in the library.
I'm equipping both the rapiers.
Okay. And you feel the familiar sensation of being sucked through space and time to your destination gate stone. And can I?
You appear in an evidence locker.
That is where they're at. That's where you're ending up. I just wanted to, yeah. You guys zap into a evidence locker.
I'm gonna stealth to a more secluded area in the evidence locker.
It's the evidence locker is about the size of this table. These tables. It is maybe a 10 by 10 room. You guys are pretty smushed together. Few seconds after the four of you arrive, Sluvdemert arrives behind you. Well, in the midst of you. And you guys are now in an evidence locker in Menzo Berenzan.
Do we see?
Is there anybody around?
The evidence locker itself has no windows. It just has a door.
Is
And
Broadleaf?
it's pitch black in there.
Is Broadleaf stuff there?
It's pitch black at the moment. And
I'm gonna take out a little tiny light rock.
I'm lighting
Just for a little bit of light.
and just doing this.
okay.
I'm holding up
So
here.
between the two of you, you illuminate the room, and you see a handful of possessions, but there's really not much
I'm taking all of it.
other than what is clearly Broadleaf stuff and what is a kind of mess kit of sorts, and some. Let me double check one thing here. Where's my other page?
Do you lock an
I'm
evidence
taking
locker?
the stuff I don't recognize.
Okay, so you grab the kit of stuff you don't recognize. It is a backpack and a backpack. I don't believe there is any armor with it though. Backpack, a nice cloak, and a staff.
You are stealing in Evan's locker.
Oh yeah.
You are stealing, possibly, or not yet stolen possession.
Well, half of it's probably already stolen, so why not just take what's already stolen and make it yours?
Yes, builder.
I would like to see if I can find a door and see if it is unlocked. If I can get to it.
You find the door, and
Awesome.
Oh yeah,
it's kind of. I mean, you guys are able to like move around each other, but any combat maneuvers would be impossible in this space because it's too tight. You find the door, and the door is locked.
Can I pick the lock?
I'm gonna pick the lock after.
Make a. Do you have thieves' tools?
I have these tools.
Heck yeah, I do.
Okay, make a tinkering check or a thieves' tool check. So that'd be your proficiency modifier plus whatever. Who is carrying Brawed Leaf stuff? And Brawd Leaf, what is the total weight of your equipment? The backpack you picked up is 18 pounds. I don't know if that's going to make a difference
92
with
pounds.
your compliment.
The pal had a gate stone on him, right?
That's been that was removed, and yeah, you would have that in your pocket.
Does
Okay.
Broadleaf have
Use
his
it.
movable rod still?
Use the gate stone again. Go right back to your exact location.
I have a backup
Yeah, you have a
plan.
movable rod, don't you?
I keistered it.
I have a backup plan.
Don't keister the immovable rod. 17 on the tinkering check. You managed to unlock the door. You're opening it, peeking out. What are you doing?
I'm just going to open it, not like throw it open, but just gingerly, not super stealthily, because why would a robot stealth? And then just look and try to see if I can find the
I
supposed
want to
cell
have the
that
sneakiest person
Brawed
do
Leaf
this
is
shit.
in. And or guards if I can see them, and just kind of the general layout.
Okay, so you peek your head through the door, and you see to your left down a hallway. There's kind of what appears to be a desk office type area, and then to your right, you see a hallway leading to a door, and hanging to the left of the door is a ring of keys.
Alright, I am going to walk over and grab that ring and keys.
Ooh, wait, before...
And no
before-
stealth, you're just going.
Wait, before that, can Sam try to do something,
I'm gonna.
if possible?
What are you trying to do?
I want to cast invisibility on them.
Okay, you're gonna cast invisibility on Builder.
Yep, at second level.
Okay, and then you can cast on second level. I think you can cast it on 2 people.
That's another level higher.
It's
So
a
it's
second
a-
level
I'm
spell then.
gonna.
A creature you touch becomes invisible unless the spell ends, and then at higher levels, you can target
More than
one additional creature.
per level. So first level, so it's a second level spell.
Yep.
Okay, so Builder, you are invisible.
Okay.
Make a stealth
Notice that
check
I have
with-
become invisible. I will try and be sneaky while I grab this ring of keys.
Yes, make a stealth check with advantage.
At what?
Stream.
Advantage.
How about regular to not have disadvantage?
Yeah, if you have disadvantage.
11.
11.
Yeah.
You're fairly sneaky. You're walking down the hallway. Nobody sees you. But if anybody was paying attention, they would definitely hear your footsteps as they clank down the hallway.
clang.
Boots of questionable stealth.
Yeah, boots of questionable stealth. New magic item.
Jimin's gonna peek his head out the door and stealthily look around and for anyone
You're gonna go keep a lookout like towards the office.
towards the office.
Okay, make a stealth check.
Well, 13 plus 9, so 22.
So you walk towards the office, and you gather any noise you're making, completely covered by the sound of Builder's footsteps. But you peek around the corner, and you can see a tall male, regal-looking drow, and a smaller, dumber-looking drow. And they're kind of digging through some a equipment cabinet in the corner.
Which way are
And-
they facing?
What?
Which way are they facing?
They're facing away from you at the moment.
How close am I to one of the desks?
To get to one of the desks, you have to walk about 10 feet into the room, which would put you within 15 feet of them.
Okay. Well, I want to steal from one of the desks.
Okay, before you do that, Builder, you take the keys and the door in front of you. Are you going through it?
So there's a door in front of me now.
Yes.
Okay. Is it a solid door? Can I see through it at all?
It has a set of bars right at the top. So yeah, you can see through it, but the door itself is mostly solid.
Okay. Can I peek through it and see the cells on the other side, or what's on the other side?
You peek through and you see a hallway down the other side with cells lining both sides.
Okay. I'm gonna super freaking sneakily open that door.
Okay. Make a stealth check at advantage then. Well, straight roll.
So, yeah. Oh! That one was good. That was a 3, so 5.
You're not used to being invisible. In your haste to open the door,
He punches the door.
you accidentally forget that you have knowledge of metal workings and things not squeaking, and you open the door with a squeak as the door opens. To which Cheem, you see the two drow look up. Did you open the door? I didn't open the door.
When I see them look up, I'm gonna stealthily go back to the evidence locker and close it.
Okay, make a stealth check or sleight
So
of
the door
hand.
just opened to
Sleight
the
of
cell
hand.
room?
Yes.
Oh, sleight of hand. I'll actually.
This is going to be a combination of quickness and stealth.
19 for sleight of hand and stealth.
Miss Ma'am, is it always this drafty in here?
19 plus 9, so 28.
28? Okay, you make it back into the evidence locker and pull the door shut.
I'm gonna quickly say to them, we'll let these people walk past and then attack them.
How about we just?
Why do
don't
we just
that?
attack? Because they're drow. Come on.
How about we just don't do that? Being
Maybe I
that
was
Builder.
the metal
trespassing.
guy is invisible.
You
Oh, good point.
walk down the hallway as stealthily as you
Shut the door
possibly
behind
can.
me too? Or did Team shut the door? My door or the?
He went into the evidence locker with Annabella and Slugmert.
But he got a higher stealth than you
So,
It would have
would
been
it
much
be possible
better
to
if
hold
I
that evidence
went.
locker door open just a crack enough that I can see out into the hallway?
I'll sleight of hand it around since I was the last one to close it.
Yes, but this is Annabella attempting to do so. Annabella, that's going to be... Yeah, that would be a sleight of hand.
Uh, 18.
18. Yeah, you managed to poke the door open a little bit, and the two drow figures start rushing by. You can kind of hear them coming. And
So, as soon as I see them, hold person 3rd level to get both of them.
okay, okay, we'll get to that in just a second.
Well,
Okay.
Builder,
does that make him silent or no?
walking through this hallway with cells on both sides, you see a variety of drow, pretty much all drow, in the cells. Till you get down towards the end. Not quite the very end, but towards the end. And you see in a cell on your left, your buddy Brawed Leaf, and a short female drow. Brawd Leaf and Amaya, you guys see nothing.
But a door opening very loudly.
No, not even that, because that's down the hallway. They would have heard. You guys would have heard it open, and you would have heard footsteps, clanking metal footsteps on stone. But that's it.
Brawd Leaf, this must be your Miss Ma'am friend that we heard about earlier.
This is funny because there's no one there.
I'm in jail. Menthol
I
Baron's
see
hat.
that. Would you like to get out of jail?
Yeah. When are you coming?
Brawd Leaf, I'm standing in front of you.
Miss
And
Ma'am?
then I walk up to the jail cell and just kind of rub my hand on it and make a terrible noise.
Way to be stealthy.
Screeching metal.
Oh, thank God, your friends have come to save us.
Who?
And then I will just give just a slight little, what's the word I'm looking for?
Jingle.
Jingle of the keys, just to annoy you guys, and then I'll go and unlock the cell.
Sweet.
Okay, as this is happening, Annabelle is casting Hold Person,
Yep.
which means I need to
that's
pull up.
3rd level, both of them, so they both need to make a Wisdom saving throw, and it's a DC 15.
Okay. So, the henchman drow, Frederick, I think I called him, he rolled a 16, flat roll for him, and the regal Lucius drow, he rolled a 21. So the spell does not work on either of them.
Sorry, what was that? You glitched out there.
I rolled a 16 and a 21.
Gosh darn it, Dylan!
Wouldn't they have felt the spell?
Most likely. I mean, it doesn't say anything about it, but...
But they wouldn't have known where it came from, though.
Potentially not. We'll say they just rust by and aren't aware of it. But however, Builder, you hear the door that you came through open. And...
No, the cell door is just open.
Not the cell door, but the door he came through first.
But he opened the cell door.
Yeah, he did open the cell door. Yes, Builder.
How quickly can I get myself in the cell and then shut the cell?
Why would you shut the cell? Oh, you have the keys.
Make a sleight of hand check
Oh! Okay.
to see if you beat them.
Have confidence, Keaton.
I'm gonna cast Bless.
Wait, I can give myself a +5. I'm gonna need it. 15.
You barely get the cell door closed as the other door is opening. And Lucius and Frederick come storming down the hallway, looking around on both sides. And they don't see anything. They come up to the cell where Amaya and Brawed Leaf are. And...
I'm holding this door shut.
Okay. The cell is about a 10 by 10 room. And Lucius... So, is there any trickery going on here?
I don't know.
Dear. That's not my style.
Unfortunately, I am familiar with your style. So we'll be moving you to our more anti-magical holdings. The fools who put you in here made mistakes. Yes, Builder.
The second he walks in front of the cell after hearing this, I'm going to slam the cell door in his face.
You're not gonna become. You're gonna lose your invisibility though.
This would technically be an attack.
Does it open in or out?
If you attack, you
And
lose
they
your
That's
invisibility.
also. Well, yeah, it open out.
Would it?
How wide's your hallway?
Typically, they do always open out. Why? It makes more sense to open in. Why would it open out? Now I'm questioning.
No, yeah.
I'm questioning the functioning of jails. I would make it so it opens
To
in.
give them a
Or
chance
does
to
it
escape, but
slide?
if they escape, they add more years.
You're right, though. I would like to actually stay out of this.
It's so you can't hide behind the door.
The clear door?
Oh, so they open
That
out.
would
So
make
it's.
sense.
I got it. Yep. But these are see-through, so it wouldn't really matter. But you're staying out of it because you don't want to be found yet. Correct?
There's 2 guards, you said?
Yes.
Okay, and I don't know about Miss Ma'am over there, so I'm gonna play safe here.
Okay. He is going to pull some components out of his pouch. What are the components he needs here again?
Who?
The big guy. He is going to sprinkle some iron dust, and he is going to cast an anti-magic field around him, extending 5 feet into the cell.
Damn.
Can I push past Builder?
Which
and grab it
immediately-
before he casts it?
Reveals Builder. We did
Okay.
not put you in this cell.
I want to
Yeah,
push past
I'm
it
a
and
little
grab
bit
him.
lost. I'm the new security guard. I just got positioned here, and I'm super lost. I need a little help. Can you help a guy out?
No, deputy.
Come
You don't understand. I work here.
Deception roll.
Okay, Barney 5.
I understood that.
Okay, make a deception check at disadvantage.
Also is like 8-foot tall robot.
Yeah.
Wait, Dylan, as this is going on,
Telling-
sneaks back to the desks.
Okay. Telling the boss of the jail, I work here. You hired me, remember?
You have terrible memory. Remember?
Because Cheem is
With
sneaking
this,
out,
okay,
I wanna
from
sneak
the
out.
last time I gave myself a bonus, would this be considered a new round so I can do it again?
It's been longer than 6 seconds.
Yeah, sure.
I don't know that I'm gonna need it, but I kind of think I want it, so.
It's a deception check, and you can give 5 to your checks or saving throws.
Dylan,
I believe it's both.
for
Check or saving throw.
Where get back since he's already
Considering the
leaving.
DC's
could
got to
I-
be like 40, I'm guessing it's not a big deal.
Is that a magical effect, though?
Nope.
Where did Evan go?
The thing I wanted to ask is, could I take some with me down there to see if
Oh,
if
good question.
Bill
I
was
don't
okay,
know.
'cause then that way I
It's
could cast the-
magic.
second level visibility
it's-
if something went wrong.
Where are you trying to go?
I want to go down the way the guards went, just because
Hmm.
Builder went down there, and if he mucked it up and the invisibility's gone, I can cast it on me and another person if we want to both go.
Yeah, you can take Annabella or Sludemert.
All right. Who's more stealthy, Annabella or Sluve?
Probably slew.
Yeah,
I have a
Annabelle-
plus 8.
Well, actually, hold
That's
on.
right, Annabelle is though.
You have a +8? Nice.
Yup.
So, ideal would be Annabella for magic, Sluve for stealth.
Sluve is fairly stealthy.
I'm gonna
Uh,
ask Annabella then, I suppose, if she wants
Is
to
it
go.
Flash of Genius, Keaton?
Yes, that's what it is.
I'm gonna ask
That's
Annabella. if she
ability
wants to go.
checks or savings throws.
is it a
not
magical effect that would be
Yeah,
affected by an anti-magic field?
skill. But it wouldn't work for a skill check.
That's what an ability check is, isn't it?
That's what I thought it was.
Yeah, an ability check is a skill check.
Okay. But it's you come up with solutions under pressure. It's not listed as a magical or spell like effect. I would chalk it up as things like second wind. Or
Yeah.
yes, it's does things beyond human capacity, but it's just you're really smart.
Yes, gotcha. There is, out of game here, there is a school of thought that some DMs will say an anti-magic field actually completely disables a Warforged. Because they are a magical creature, a creature brought into being by magic. However, I disagree with that function, because that's just rude.
Well, and then also, why would medicine checks still work on them if that were the case?
Exactly. They have something else to them besides just magic.
We are special.
Yes. Yeah, so that would not affect that ability of feature of yours to add 5. However, the DC is very high. So what did you get on your lie?
Very high for a deception check for build. This is okay. So you got very high general and then very high builder lying, which would be what I got, which is a 22. So
Well, that's actually not bad. I mean, it's not good enough, but it's not bad. It's pretty good.
with a +1, it's pretty good.
So he says, somehow I doubt that.
Can I just push through the door and grab Lucius?
Sure.
And just restrain him against the
Hold
opposite
on.
wall?
Let me check another spell here real quick. I gotta Google everything.
Next old man, we bringing you, restrict him completely.
Could he not use a spell if there's an anti-magic field?
Yes, but he can drop it.
just drop it.
Sure, you're gonna try to push him against the wall.
Yes.
And his strength, I said, was 14, so that would be...
I can rage first.
Okay.
Which gives me advantage on strength checks. Do you want a strength check?
I know that looks like you guys are having fun, but it looks really dumb from our perspective because you're lined up completely differently on us. Okay, strength check to push the door open. Builder is in the way. Okay, so it's gonna be a little bit trickier.
I think there's a question too.
And Builder has a question, which we'll get to in just a second.
Okay.
How do you do a strength check? You add just your strength modifier?
Yes.
It hasn't been
What if
that
you're
long,
proficient at it?
It will tell you on the side what you add.
Like athletics or just strength?
For just straight strength is just your strength modifier.
23.
23. So, 23, you're pushing Builder on somebody else.
I was actually gonna help because I was gonna. So my question was if I could tell that the anti-magic field was coming from the person that was making it, I was gonna also try to tackle him to knock his concentration.
Okay. Tackling won't knock the concentration. That would need to be attack rolls of some sort. Because you can still do strength checks while maintaining concentration. Concentration needs to take damage to remove concentration checks.
But blunt
Would I
force
know this
is pretty
beforehand? Because if so, I'd punch him in the face.
You probably would know this. However, you can't punch through the door.
But you
Or
have
Brawed Leaf.
Or Brawd Leaf. So you guys are kind of
Okay.
pushing out and landing on this drow. To which Frederick is going to draw his sword and
Can I
give
punch
you...
him after I push him? That was kind of the plan. Since I get 2 attacks per action.
But this would not be an attack. This would be something else.
Okay.
This would be a grapple, which is not an attack. It takes your action to do the grappling.
Action surge.
Frederick is going to take and try to chop you with his sword.
Okay.
And that is a 16.
That hits.
Oh, nice. That's right, you don't have any armor on. So that is
I'm gonna call out to Miss Ma'am.
6 points of piercing, slashing damage.
Go get
Piercing
your
damage.
book!
And at this moment, Samson and Annabella, do you guys turn invisible?
No, because I don't know that he's not invisible.
Okay, where are
And
you
that might
two?
screw him over. So
Oh,
I'm
Bill-
gonna sneak
Yeah.
over there first,
You're going
and
towards
then
the door?
Yeah, and then
You get
I'm
that.
gonna peek in a little bit. I'm gonna peek in to see how things are going.
Okay.
And if things are rough enough, I probably won't go invisible, and I might just try to charm somebody because
Okay.
that worked well for me the last time I did it.
So, Builder, what is your question?
That did not work well.
So Samson can tell that it's not going to be going well because Rhino's going to be making his way in a very fast aggression towards us.
Okay, well then in that case, I guess I'll still be quiet because
Quick,
they don't
cast
know we're
fireball.
here. I can't. I had a nightmare that prevented me from doing that.
So Annabella and Samson are going to be heading towards the door with Rhino. The door that leads to the cell area, correct, Annabella? Is that where you were going to go with Samson?
Yeah. What's the distance to the kerfuffle?
As you guys open the door, it's about 50, 60 feet down.
Oh, dang.
Applying 10-foot cells, probably 5 or 6 of them, because there's 10 on this block. And they're not end to end.
So how much movement did it take to get to the door?
About 30 feet.
Action to dash.
Okay.
And I'll go another 30 feet down.
Okay.
So she's just blazing ahead of me.
She's blazing ahead of you. Rhino's booking it. You can see the drow being held up against the wall by Brawd Leaf and Builder.
Would I even know there's a magic field up? Or
You would have no idea.
would it even be within his? Would it be within his area too?
It's you. You would have no idea.
I suppose so.
You wouldn't know You wouldn't know the anti-magic field exists.
So it'd be how many feet down the hole?
From you, 60 feet at the doorway.
Just enough
At
range
the
for
door.
a fireball.
Yep.
I could do a fireball, but I also
Yeah.
now have 80 feet with dash.
Oh, there you go.
So
Well, it's not 80 feet with dash. It's you use 30, so you would have another.
I've got 40.
Yes.
So-
you have 10 feet more, and if you use dash action, that's 40. So that would give you 50. Dash is only your movement speed once. So you use
But
your
mobile changed my thing to 40.
yes,
So
but you have 10 feet remaining from your movement action, and then if you use the dash action, that gives you an additional 40.
oh, so that's
So that would
where
be
I am
50.
currently.
When to give you
So
an
I couldn't
additional
make it
20
exactly
if-
there.
You'd be 10 feet short.
When to give you an additional 20 if you already
60.
used 30?
He used 30. He has 40.
So there's 10 left.
10 left. He
You
uses
double
the
it.
dash action.
Which doubles it.
No.
Oh, I get it. Okay.
That's 40. Again.
So then he has 50.
Yes.
Well, here's what. So who's standing where? Is there? So the one guy's being pinned up. Is the other guys in clear view of me?
I've actually envisioned him on the other side of the kerfuffle.
But he
Chopping
stabbed,
into
he stabbed Broad Leaf.
Shoot.
Gave him a paper cut.
Should I draw this? Would that make things a little bit easier?
That really would, because I was going to shoot him with a hook shot and kind of drag him towards me if possible.
Okay, we're gonna flip to this side because then I don't have to erase.
'Cause that
Fireball.
would have been nice, but
It'll be good for your conscience.
Okay, so we need a 60.
I have a thing called, let's see, Wall of Fire.
There you go.
So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Then we
9,
would
10,
never get
11,
out.
12,
And
13.
neither would they. We've come to save you. You're fucked.
Okay, so if we go.
Samson just slowly kills party members with all of his different fire spells.
I'm not remorseful. I'm envious.
I'm going to quickly go into the bathroom.
Okay, 60-foot hallway. This is it continues beyond, but this is the cell that they were in. Okay, and there's cells lining it. The doorway that you guys just came through.
Are there people in it?
Yes, we're gonna put
Like-
minis down.
Oh, so are there people in the other jail cells, though?
Some of them, yes. An assortment of drow. Brawd Leaf is here, as is Builder here, pushing the drow. This is Samson. Pushing the drow. We'll use a goblin, even though that's not quite right. Up against the wall. The other drow is on this side.
Where's Miss
Actually,
Matt?
we're gonna use this here for Dum Dum.
Who's Dum Dum?
The other Dum Dum.
There's 3 Dum Dums.
Is he smaller?
Miss Man is gonna be in
Yes,
here.
ma'am.
Miss Ma'am. Samson, you're currently right here. Annabella is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 30 feet down. And then Rhino would have used... If Rhino used the dash action, is that what he would have done?
Yes, and that would put him at 80 feet movement.
Okay, so it'd be 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70. Rhino would be right here.
And he immediately turns off from the anti-magic field.
Yes, actually, he's a construct.
I was wondering about that, but I figured there's one way to find out. So, okay, question here. My intent with Rhino was to just clear some space and use him as a flying battering ram,
He would
just
only
to
made
get
it to
Frederick
there.
away.
Yep.
Would he have been close enough to? I don't even know if he can get through, but if he could have gotten through, would he have been close enough to have jumped before the magic field got there, so he'd be just a projectile?
No, because the way the magic field works, even a fireball at full force flying towards it just stops.
But this is also a hunk of metal.
It just stops all magic.
Cool.
Yeah, it's a fireball. It's a fireball-proof anti-magic field.
Wait, but
Anti-magic fields are fireball-proof, so the force of a fireball can't project it through. So I would rule that same, because technically a fireball is made out of bat guano, so the bat poop doesn't make it through either.
so you're telling me that I'm casting that shit?
Because things like catapult, where it's moving a physical object, like you pick up a rock and throw it at someone, is stopped by anti-magic field. I would say same thing with constructs.
Yeah.
the laws of conserved motion are not held in D&D. Just like the world is secretly all a grid or a hex.
So if I
So
shut my
actually, here's how anti-magic field would work on this. A creature or object, which Rhino would be a creature or object, summoned or created by magic, winks out of existence in the sphere.
Oh.
So he's not even laying there. He just runs towards it and disappears. So Annabella and Samson, you see Rhino taking off towards it. He gets within about 10 feet of this guy and just gone.
Would I recognize what this is then? Or?
Rhino yet?
You can make an intelligence check to see if you would know.
Well, I also want to still do other things. So what?
Well,
This
there
would just
goes
be
the
the thing.
third Rhino.
So this wouldn't really be an action.
No, this is just a free action. Cheem, you are at the desks, looking around. You see lots of papers, input,
Is
output,
it Arcana?
papers. This would be intelligence.
Oh, yeah, you did just say that.
But
Quick, steal all the incident report forms.
yeah, basically that's what this is. It's a paperwork desk. There's really no money or anything to be found on a paperwork desk. A couple of family photos.
There's W4.
I got 20.
Yeah, tax paperwork. No tax paperwork, but yeah. You're not super familiar with anti-magic fields. It's kind of above your pay grade.
I might have read about them.
But you have an idea that might be what it is, but you're not sure. Yes?
I'm gonna do the most Ashless thing and just take random objects just to inconvenience them.
Okay, so you just start stuffing papers in your pocket and maybe a family photo or two.
Just random papers and stacks that look like they should be all together. Shuffle some stacks, steal random things.
And they're not like actual photos, they're like handwritten portraits or hand-drawn portraits. These are expensive.
I'd like to imagine that, like, for stealing paperwork, it's just like, alright, this is your last day here, let me go just get the paperwork and you're out of here. Hey, we can't find the paperwork.
At this point, for ease of clarification, to define what's happening when, let's roll initiative.
Alright.
I'm gonna grab a piece of paper because this is
Okay, I got 18.
Cool. Alright.
45.
22.
I had 18.
Okay, I don't have
What
a
is
pen
that?
yet.
Is that a shell?
Yeah, it's a 45.
That's big.
So I'm assuming I probably took the
What gun was that in?
Okay,
I might pistol.
Pete's characters stuff.
yes, we'll get there. Who rolled the highest initiative? 20 to 25.
I got
Anybody roll-
22.
You got 22? Anybody else quite that high?
I got 18.
Let me roll for Frederick and Lucius. Lucius is the orange one.
So are we still doing where you tell us the ACs of these two? Since it's not a big
Okay.
group.
So, you rolled 22?
22.
22. So, Sam.
So I'm
Was
first.
I there for 11-4's demise?
No.
No.
Okay.
Well, clearly not.
Okay,
It's
anybody
usually
roll
11-4.
20 to 22? No?
I rolled an 18.
15 to 20?
18.
18?
15.
Gene, 18. Rod, 15.
After Chim is
10 to
done.
15? Number.
13.
14.
So, Amaya.
Just to make this simple, after Chim is done fucking with all their shit, he reignites his flame rapier.
Okay. Okay, Annabella, you're the last one.
6.
6. Alright, so Samson, you're first up. What are you doing?
This has never happened to me, I don't think.
Yeah, you rolled way higher than everybody else.
Yeah. Okay, so I want to run forward.
Okay,
And how much can I run forward again?
40 feet.
I want to run for. Couldn't I do 50?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. If you go 50, that will use your dash action to dash.
Well, actually, could I not run 40? I want to go one back.
Okay.
How would it work if I shot the guy Brawd Leaf's holding and I told Brawd Leaf to spin him around the coil of my hook shot?
Sure. You
Would
spin
that work as a
spin the
grapple?
coil around him?
It might.
Alright. Alright, and Sam's gonna do that with one hook shot. He's gonna fire at him. See? Very nice. 17 plus 2.
17 plus 2. His armor class is... Actually, I think that would just hit. That just hits.
Ooh.
Okay. So you now have him hook shot in him.
Alright, then I'm gonna yell out to Brawd Leaf, spin him,
Okay.
and don't let go of him.
Just spin him to pull you closer?
To wind him up in it.
Oh, well, I'll just grab the cable and try to wrap it around him.
That will be on your turn.
You're gonna yank me towards him.
Yeah.
That brings us to Frederick. So you shoot with your hook shot, and it hits Lucius in the shoulder, and he kind of yells in pain. Frederick is going to make an attack on the rope to try to cut.
Oh.
That is a 16 to hit, which I'm assuming AC on rope is not 16, right?
Is it a cable or a rope?
Actually, did we ever discuss that? If it was
It's
a rope?
a fine, thin rope because it has to be coiled up.
But it can also carry.
It can
a
carry
200
capacity
pound
up
man.
to 200 pounds.
Well, I'm more than 200.
Or I think it was 300 or 400 pounds.
So it's a very fortified rope.
It is.
Or string.
Is it easy to fix it?
Well, he's only cutting off the very end. Rope has two hit points and can be burst with a DC 17 strength check if it's silk rope. Hempen is a DC 17 strength check.
You're the DM.
I would think 16 would cut a rope with a sword.
Well, you can hit Brawd Leaf for 14, so...
I mean, you could yank him
Yeah.
if it doesn't.
So he's going to use his first attack to cut the rope. So now the rope is hanging slack. And then he's going to use his second attack to try and cut Brawd Leaf again.
The rope is now like an overextended tape measure, and it zips at you and hits you in the face on its way into the ground.
Well, I have to manually bring it in. You can still use it.
That is a 9 to hit, so that's going to be a miss.
Hey, I get an opportunity attack.
You can still use a rope.
Because he
Because
missed.
he missed with a melee attack. I'm going to
Your
punch
stupid
him.
abilities. Yes, Pete?
Better face than crotch.
Yes.
Can I...
With the tape measure coming back at you.
Yeah, I
Better
agree.
face than crotch.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Can I punch him in the jaw and knock him out?
You can try.
Aha! Good thing I have advantage, because I recklessly attacked. That wasn't much better. 15.
15. That does hit.
Okay, 7 damage.
7 damage. He takes it on the chin, but he's still standing there.
Neo.
And
So the face is different than the body, or what?
for getting knocked out?
Oh, for getting knocked out?
Well, he's just punching him.
Oh.
Yeah, he's
Well,
still
I
got to
shot
go
him
through
when he
his
was 19, and he got 15.
different people. He's hitting Frederick, right?
Oh.
Or were you hitting the other one?
I was hitting Frederick because he stabbed me
Yeah.
and missed.
Frederick has a lower AC than the other one.
Isn't that the big one, or?
Frederick's the tall one. You were the one that is the magic one that has the anti-magic field is Lucius. The short.
But
well,
he
he's
must have dropped it
shorter.
by now since he got stabbed in the arm.
Oh, he would have had to make a concentration check.
Oh, no, yeah, he would.
But how much damage would that have done? It wouldn't have done.
Technically, 1d6 plus 2. I didn't even roll that.
I was gonna say.
Awesome. 6.
6. Okay, so he has to roll above a 10, which is he's a plus. Okay. And that's a 9, so he does drop the anti-magic field.
So what happens to all the stuff that disappeared?
Yeah, Rhino is gonna just blink back into existence, like right here.
Is that how that works?
Still charging?
Yep, actually,
Still
not
charging,
charging,
or
but just blinks back into existence.
So then is Builder invisible again?
No, that spell would have been ended.
Oh.
Okay, so that brings us to Cheem. Flame Rapier lit. Where are you? What are you doing?
So he's gonna assumably hear the commotion going down in the, well, potentially.
Yeah, you probably would have.
I'm gonna use both my my action and bonus action to get close, to try and get into the hallway.
Okay, so it's going to be 30 feet to get to the door of the evidence room and 30 feet to get to the door of the hallway where the cells are. And if you dash, you can double dash and go 90, right?
Yeah.
So yeah.
I think so. So that would put
He did
you...
speed a canoe past me, so I'd say.
I did
Yeah.
cause a good wake.
So that would be able to put you 30 feet inside this door. So it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
It's murdering time.
It's murdering time.
Stab me in the back.
That brings us to Brawed Leaf.
I'm sorry, I tripped.
Do hands count as light weapons?
No, they count as fists.
Can you use 2-weapon fighting with 2 hands?
Yes?
Raw? No, because it's stupid.
Yeah,
because they don't
that's dumb.
count a fist as a weapon. I would say rules as intended, yes, because it makes no sense for it to not.
Yeah, if you can
but-
swing a sword with both hands, I'm assuming you can punch with both hands.
I don't know how.
But you would only get 3 attacks anyway, because you get 2 with your attack action, then your bonus action.
Once you get
Okay.
2 per
It's really
attack
hard.
action?
No. Per attack action, if you're using your action surge, yes.
Okay.
So
Heh.
you-
I'm going to turn into a monk then if you're going to allow it.
How are you going to use your action surge?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can do a total of 5 punches then, with the
So
rules that
you
we're going
beat-
with.
Okay.
You beat
I'll
some poor
attack
schmuck.
Fred.
with
Holy
that
crap! Broadleaf is a better monk than Felteth.
Yeah.
Because you do 7 damage too.
Yeah, when I'm raging.
Let's see if
They're
he
all
hits with
reckless
any of them.
attacks.
Yes,
Against
true.
Frederick.
Did Felteth hit with any of them?
Probably not.
Oh,
Okay.
boy.
Those are just misses.
Okay, so that's 1 miss.
Just don't like blunt force trauma.
Does 14 hit?
No. 2
This
misses.
sucks.
What's it like not having a plus 11 to hit?
This sucks.
3 misses.
Okay. 19.
19 hits.
7 damage.
Okay, he's still standing.
Did I get one more?
1 more.
Sweet.
No modifier.
This was a waste of an action search. There is no modifier.
No.
Aha! 17 plus 8 is 25. 7 damage.
Okay, so you have to release your grapple. You had to have released your grapple on Lucius to be wailing with both fists.
Okay.
So you are swinging haymakers, and they're just not hitting. Frederick, for as dumb as he looks, is just kind of ducking and weaving, bobbing. But you manage to catch him once with your right hook on the chin, and then you punch him on the shoulder with the other one. But he's still standing.
I hope I didn't embarrass myself and could have added maneuvers. Nope.
No.
Because they don't count. as
Amaya,
Wait,
what
yeah.
would you like to do?
I would assume that me just
Amaya
rushing in
is
would
going to
make some people look
continue
over.
to stand in the cell and make no threatening actions to the drow,
Okay.
and is going to not act this turn
Okay.
because a bunch of crazy weirdo people just ran down a hallway and started killing people that she's probably known before.
Okay. So that brings us to Builder. You are currently holding on to Lucius.
Okay. There are so many things to do and so many things to not do.
Well, you must do at least one thing. Or not.
What can I do and still grapple Lucius?
You can make Can you make an attack at disadvantage whilst you're grappling?
No grapple rules. Grapple rules are always way overcomplicated.
Yeah.
Just hit him with like a truck or something.
Just headbutt Lucius.
Well,
Well,
So
you could
the-
probably cast a spell with no somatic components.
Yeah.
Firebolt,
the
but not
truck is
that-
Rhino, so I want to hit him with the truck first.
Okay. But Rhino acts after your turn.
Does he?
Yes.
You have big metal fists, man.
He
Come
shares
on.
your initiative but acts after you.
Headbutt Lucius. You won't break.
Shouldn't
grapple.
that be how Thompson's gear was?
Okay. I'm just gonna repeatedly headbutt Lucius.
Okay. You have
Find
one
out
attack
as well.
per action or 2?
I have 2.
Okay, so 2 headbutts. I won't let you do 2 weapon fighting with your head. Sorry.
I can have 2 heads. There's no ideas you're gonna hit. Oh, just kidding. Dirty. Nope, not even. 22.
22 hits.
Right, that's 3 damage.
Okay.
There's a 7 hit. Nope, kidding. I lied. There's a 9.
No.
Are you sure?
Yes. So, you slam your metal head into the drow in front of you, and he spits out a tooth. Pathetic.
I don't know, but his jaw says
I
otherwise.
like you. I'm gonna cuddle with you some more.
I continue hugging him very tightly.
Is
And
Rhino gonna do anything?
Yeah, so what can Rhino see from his point of view?
Everything.
Okay, so
Rhino
Frederick
is
is
the dark gray one.
okay. Rhino's going to yeet himself, and I mean thoroughly, genuinely yeet himself
Okay, what is?
at Frederick.
It's just gonna be his attack, flavored as yeeting himself.
Or could we do an attack roll with no damage to knock somebody prone?
What are the rules on your Steel Defender? Is that an ability he can do? Otherwise,
no,
it'd have
but
to
I
be a
would assume
strength.
that's an ability that anyone else can do.
That would be grappling and would require contested strength checks.
I don't want to grapple him. I just want to push him over.
That would require contested strength checks.
Yes, you have. So, 5e. There's no combat maneuvers except in fighter classes. You would have to grapple, and then make a second successful grapple in order to pin. And then as soon as you let go, they get back up.
Yeah, but technically you are holding him up, so you would have to release your grapple on him for
Sure.
Rhino to be able to knock
Oh.
him prone.
Not Lucius, Frederick.
Frederick is on the other side of the two of you, and Rhino would not be able to make it.
You can't jump over that?
No, he's a Rhino made out of steel.
He's got a movement speed of 40, man. Okay, so
I don't think he has a 7-foot vertical.
you never know. In that case, that's my turn.
Okay. That brings us
Not,
to...
not have an attack, Lucius?
He can make an
No,
attack.
Rhino likes Lucius.
Okay.
Builder
I don't
likes
know why.
Lucius. Okay. Okay. Lucius is going to, after spitting out his tooth, he is going to cast Thunder Step.
That took his bonus action.
Spitting out his tooth?
Yep.
It's a very interesting spell. He is going to cast it at 4th level, so I need Frederick, unfortunately. No, he can actually take Frederick with. He's going to take Frederick with. I need Builder and Brawd Leaf to make Constitution saving throws.
Are you sure it's not a
And-
dexterity saving throw?
And Rhino.
Where are
Builder got 16.
my dice? Con? Aha, 11.
DC is... What did Rhino get?
13.
Where is it? There it is. Okay, so if you roll under a 16, you take full damage, and I think if you roll above it, you don't take any. No, half as much as a successful one. So if you roll under 16, you take full damage here. If you roll above it, you take half, and this will be thunder damage. Oops, this one fell. There it is. Okay, so 16 plus 9 would be 25. So, those of you that rolled under take 25 points of damage.
What kind?
Thunder. Or force damage. Thunder's not an actual damage.
Bludgeoning?
Right? No, it is thunder damage. Yep.
Yeah. Thunder is an actual damage type for some reason.
That is weird. It should be force damage. So there's a loud, thunderous boom as Frederick and Lucius disappear from their current location. And Builder, Brawed Leaf, and Rhino take damage. And they appear right on the other side of this door, which is open. And they shut the door and lock you guys in.
Don't they not have the keys?
Deadbolt.
Oh.
This door was not locked before, so it doesn't matter where the keys are at. However, you guys do have the keys. But
Deadbolts don't have keys.
that is where we're going to end tonight's session. As you hear Lucius yelling for more guards.
Did you guys grab my stuff?
Cheem has some stuff,
I
and Builder has some stuff.
But is any of it Broadleaf stuff?
If there's a book, that'd be helpful.
I mean, I was gonna have Cheem just put away one sword and just grab randomly from one of the two backpacks that he just slung on his back.
So, that is where we're going to end tonight's session. You guys can make game plans next session. We're ending early tonight, but couple points of order just so for some clarification for me when I watch this back before our next session. Cheem is carrying Amaya's stuff.
Oh.
Builder is carrying Broadleaf stuff. Armor takes... You have heavy armor? Broadleaf?
Medium.
Medium? Medium armor takes 10 minutes to put on.
I just want my sword.
Just so you remember that. And
Apparently
we
I suck
will
at punching.
end the live stream here. And then we will discuss experience real quick. And we will see you all in 2 weeks, hopefully from the basement of my house.
Could you decide? I wanna roll randomly, and you decide which the number for if I pick the right back.
When you're grabbing your gear, or
when I'm grabbing just a random thing.
Okay, we will do that next session because we're ending here. So, if you enjoy watching us, please like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And we will see you all next time when they try to figure out how to get out of prison.
Because Cheem is
Yeah,
trying to